Hey, hello, everybody. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Hopefully, everybody's doing well and feeling well on this Tuesday, 3-3, March 3rd. It's 3-3 today, unless you're in the UK, in which case it's the other way around. So it's 3-3. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you had a good Monday. I hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. I know it's early, but always hopefully you have a good start to the day. Latimer, Ronan, Garage, K Short Swerve, Ryan, Flash Monkey. What's going on? I hope you guys are doing all right. On time and on the grind. I was actually, you're on time. I was trying to be a little bit earlier. I was going to start at 10 o'clock, but here we are because I'm stuck playing Obscure 33. Just going through my second run of RE9. Still sick on my end, but Ryan, if you're still feeling sick, you should probably go see a pharmacist about something. Glad my home isn't blown to pieces. I mean, Flash, I guess that's putting it lightly, but yes, I'm glad for that too. You doing good, Greg? You look a little tired. I didn't sleep super long. I went to sleep super late, I should say. I went to bed at 1 and woke up at about 6 and kind of laid in bed for half an hour or so before I got up, and then I went to play more E33. YouTube spoiled me on stuff from RE9. Figuring out exercising scheduling is going to be a pain, I feel. I mean, you can always just do Flash. You can do calisthenic exercises at home. You know, push-ups, lifts, stuff like that. Like, there's stuff that you can do at home that you can still... I think you can realistically, you can get a full-body workout by just working out. By just doing all those basic exercises like push-ups and crunches and stuff. You can get a good exercise doing all of that. I'm seeing the doc tomorrow to hopefully get some antibiotics for this infection. And you're sure it's not, I have to ask, Ryan, you're sure it's not Cove? When I had Cove, it felt like the flu, but it lasted 4 days. I usually, whenever I get the flu or flu symptoms, I start feeling bad for a day or two, and then I've got one day where it's really rough, and then immediately the day after, it's like, okay, I can tell that it's subsiding. When I was sick for like 3 days in a row, actually, it was about 2 days in a row where I was really sick. And I said, oh, wait, let me double check and let me get a COVID test. And it was COVID. And then I was sick for another 2 days. It was 4 days total that I was sick. I was like, oh, okay, that's how I knew it was different. So if it's lasting really long, I hate to ask, but can you, like, did you take a test? Did you make sure that that's not what it is? E33 got you hooked. It really does. KH, I'm still having a hard time finding anything catastrophically wrong with the game, and the story is just really good. Like, where I am right now, I think I'm actually near the end of the game. I think, like, based on what's happening, it feels like I should be near the end of the game. I did check the map, and there is more map area that I haven't been to, so I don't know if that's side area stuff that I can do, because now the map is open to me. Now I can explore the map a lot more. So I don't know if I'm near the end of the game and there's just a lot of side stuff I can do, or if this feels like the end of the game and then it's going to open up into something else. Like, they're going to tell me that I have to go somewhere else, which is entirely possible. Hold on, got to put my shoe back on. Pretty sure it's not COVID. It's been a week of almost nonstop sinus, throat, and phlegm. Cloud of chunky messes that make it impossible to get long periods of sleep. I mean, it sounds like it could be. Actually, Ryan, that sounds like when I had pneumonia. I had pneumonia and it kind of felt that way, but then I think I had something else too. I had some sort of bronchial infection or something, and that's what it was. But I had pneumonia at the same time, and then I also had a gastrointestinal issue at the same time. So it was kind of, it was a very tragic, like, 3 days. That was not COVID. That was just, I was regular sick one time and that happened. There's a lot of optional side content, but a lot of it has good world building stuff. Which and bear in mind, I'm only about 30 hours into the game. I looked at my playtime this morning, and it said, I think it was like 26 or 27 hours, and then I played for another hour or two. So I'm about 30 hours into the game. It's incredible. It's like the boss fights. I did a boss fight that, I think I told you guys this yesterday, but I did a boss fight that I was just impressed with. Like, I don't really know how, like, I don't know what the right words are to say it. I just thought it was an incredible experience. Like, the boss being the way it was and what it was, and the music and the engagement and just the way everything felt, it was just amazing. It was just gorgeous to do. And then there was another big fight right after it. E33 ain't a very long game. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I do feel like I'm at the end of the game, but I actually left the area that I'm at to go and explore a little bit more. That's actually what took me so long. I was going to stop and start streaming about 10 o'clock. And I'm like, no, well, I kind of, readjusted people, and now I kind of want to explore a little bit. And that's probably the biggest thing right now, is that I'm still trying to figure out the best way to set some of my characters up. Did the boss wear a mask? It's probably more accurate to say the boss was a mask. Several. And it was just like, I don't think it's spoiling it if I say it was an accent. I don't think anybody's going to know what I'm talking about when I say that, but there's two of them, and it was, that was just phenomenal. Like, I go in and it's gigantic, and then it goes for the big attacks, and it's, oh my God, it was one of those moments where I think I kind of want to see this in VR. I would kind of like to have an experience where I'm standing there looking at it and parrying it and dodging it and doing all of that. Like, I would love to see something like that. I would love it. God, it's really good. It's really good. I think the only thing that I have I can't even have a problem with the game. Like, I keep trying to, like, I don't want to hate the game, but I always look for critiques. I always look for, I'm always wary of not leaning completely one side or the other, where I'm so blinded by what I like, I don't realize that there are issues with the game, or I hate the game so much, I don't realize that there are things that I actually like. So I'm trying not to do that, but I'm having a hard time finding something that I genuinely don't like about the game. The closest I can find is there doesn't seem to be fast travel, which is like a nitpick. Everything I have a problem with the game is a nitpick. And the only time that I actually had problems with the game just decided, no, that's actually not a problem at all. It makes sense because, and it's like, oh, okay, that never mind. I think my biggest thing is that since I don't have a standard for AA, this game gets compared with AAA. Since I don't have a standard for AA, this game gets compared with AAA. And KH, and I think that that's one of the things that makes this so spectacular is that I know that this is going to sound like a cliche. I know this is probably something people have already said about E33. This game puts some AAA games to shame. It really does. The music, the presentation, the imagery, not just the graphics, but the imagery around the environments that you're in. It really does kind of put some games to shame. The amount of side content is not too much, but just enough. Like, everything about it is just, the game is technically indie. I think so. I don't think it's indie. I think it's AA. I think it has major backing, but it's not meant to be a full price gigantic game. It is intended to be relatively shorter. Does it really? It counts as indie, I guess. Because I mean, if it's indie, that wouldn't even be AA. It's indie, but we've been calling it AA. Yeah, technically indie, but it has a decent budget. It really is like as good as a lot of the AAA games out there. I mean, I can't talk completely about it, but I can tell you that I am not disappointed with this experience in any way whatsoever. There is nothing. The only thing I could really caution anybody about is the game can be a little bleak. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say that it can be a little bleak. It's not as bleak as some other things. It's not bleak like 13 Sentinels. It's not bleak like Odin's Sphere. I don't think it's that bad. But when the game decides it wants to be sad, it's going to be sad. Environmentally, it is bright and colorful, but also very dour. And very muted, and it's supposed to be like that. When you understand the nature of what's happening, you understand why the world looks the way it does and why it all is the way it is. The other thing I would caution is, especially as you get later on, it's very heavily weighted around being able to dodge and parry. Like, there's one enemy that I fought where you don't actually get a chance to attack. All of your damage is dodges and parries. So if you're not a fan of that, if you have a hard time with that stuff, with the reactionary movements, then that might be an issue for you. But even then, I feel like you just turn the difficulty down and you're probably fine. Backed by Microsoft, it's as indie as Dispatch. It has a publisher in Kepper. It wasn't really backed by Microsoft in that sense, but in the sense that it's published by them. It just showed up at the Xbox events. How hard did the end of Act 1 hit for you? I'm trying to remember the exact moment. Turn down the difficulty. Never. Jared, what's going on? Hi, everybody. If I've not said hello to you. I'll be honest, Ronan. Did it hit hard for me? The end of Act 1. Kind of. Like, I wasn't crying. I didn't cry. The only time I cried was at the beginning of the game, where the Gamage, with the first Gamage. That's the only time I cried, and it was kind of funny. I think I told you this before, that I wasn't really expecting to, and then it just kind of welled up in me as the whole thing was happening. So I was like, oh my God. And then from then on, I didn't really cry. And I think it's because I have a theory about what's going on. So I'm finding it difficult to cry about this stuff because of what I think is going on, but I can't say what I think is going on. But I can say that as I keep playing and things keep happening and I start understanding more, I'm starting to believe I'm right. And I don't think that it's a gigantic secret. Like, I think that they're kind of bashing you over the head with what is going on here, so it's not really a surprise. I just know that I've got there's a gigantic piece of the puzzle that I'm missing here, and I think I might know what it is, but there's something going on that I'm not sure. Like, there's an aspect to it that I feel like I would need that to be filled in order for me to understand. Say the theory. Is that okay to say the theory? Let me ask you this. I'll ask you guys. Is it okay for me to say what my theory is because even saying my theory to people who haven't played the game, I feel like they might be able to, like, I don't want people to go into the game with my theory in the back of their mind. So I will ask, is there anybody here that wants me to keep it to myself, or maybe I'll share it in the Discord spoiler at some point, because I haven't really shared it on Blue Sky for the same reason. I don't know what some people consider spoilers. So just giving my theory based on what I've observed, I don't know if that's enough of a spoiler for people. So I'll let you guys tell me. Is it okay for me to say it, or do you want me to just wait? Because when I'm done, I'm going to do like a big spoiler discussion. I'm going to do a whole, like, all right, we got to sit down and we got to talk about. I have a feeling I'm going to need to talk about the game a lot. Because there are a lot of thoughts that I'm having about the game. Yeah, when am I posting it in Discord? I'll post it in Discord. Hold on a second. I have to check something out here. I just saw something pop up. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. All right. Hang on one second. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I'll talk about my theories on Discord somewhere. I've had many convos about this game. I've convinced like 8 people to play it. It's a really good game. And you know what? And I say this all the time, so this shouldn't be a surprise at all. The fact that it is a $50 game out the gate. Like, the fact that it is already $20 less than any other AAA game out there, and it puts some of them to shame. You know, there's no DLC. There's a bunch of stuff you can earn. It's very self-aware. I think here's what I will say. What's a $50 game? E33, Expedition 33. It's very aware of itself. You know, I made a comment about the Frenchness of it all, and you start to wonder, like, oh, are we, you know, like people are like, oh, it's the oui baguette game, and it sounds kind of insensitive, and then you play it, and I feel like even the devs were sitting there making the game going, look, we made a oui game, like right, that we have an outfit, we have the traditional French outfit, it's got the beret with the vertical stripe or horizontal stripe shirt and the suspenders. What should we call this? Call it the baguette, right? And like that sounds like it should be an insult, and it's not. It's hilarious because even the game does it. The game knows that it treats it like a joke. Is it available for PC? We were asking this before and I couldn't tell. Hold on. I'm going to open up Steam and I'll see if it's there. It's PS5. I know that. And what's this? And like that, you've lost me. Wait, well, how did I lose you? Hold on. Now I'm kind of curious. How did I lose you? It's not self-aware as in it's a comedy. It's just self-aware as in they have no problem with it, right? You know what? You know what I guess it's like, and it is on Steam. Hang on. Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's on Steam. Yeah. It's a wee baguette game. You have to play it to understand. I think at Latimer, I think it's a case of, and I think this is why it's weird to me. I think this is a case of kind of, yeah, it's the Speedy Gonzalez thing. I think my intention or my expectation with something like that is to be mad for them, right? It's to say, oh, how dare you be so insensitive, without asking actual French people what they think about it. Because actual French people made the game, right? Is it a French studio? So it's kind of like if an American studio made a game and gave the character an outfit with a cowboy hat and called it the Cattle Rustler, right? It feels like it's on the nose. But if you're not familiar with it, you might think that it's insulting. And it's really not, and that's what I find interesting. Who's Joe? Latimer, I'm trying to figure out like what it is that you're saying you're out of the game for. Like I'm just kind of curious about that. Yeah, it's got a strong French identity, but it's embracing it. It's not making fun of it. Perfect. That's the perfect way to say that. It is a French game. There around multiple turns, you are going to know that it is a French game, but it's not insulting. That's just what they have. Like, that's just what they're doing. So long as it's just French in setting and style as opposed to French in attitude like Liza P. I don't know. I fought some of these enemies and they felt pretty rude to me. He was talking about what I said. Wait, what? Oh, my fault. Okay. The main character isn't Jake Gyllenhaal, right? No, the main character, he looks like, it's Charlie Cox. I believe it's Charlie Cox that does the voice, which is, Daredevil, but it doesn't look like Charlie Cox. It looks like, is the character model different for Gustav? Is the character model different from the voice? Because it doesn't look like Charlie Cox, but it does look like the guy whose name is it his model? Because it doesn't look like him. Mocap was done by, well, I'm talking about the character model, the actual face of the character when I play. Because it doesn't look like him. It kind of looks like what's his face? Batman. Well, the Batman. Why do I always forget his name? I don't know why. What is it about him that I always forget his name? He looks like 80%. Robert Pattinson. Thank you. For the love of God, I keep forgetting his name. It kind of looked like Robert Pattinson when I first saw it. And then I had to go and look it up. And it said Charlie Cox. I was like, oh, wait, what? I think it looks like Robert Pattinson. I don't know. Gustav, I think, looks like Robert Pattinson. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm crazy. But it looked like that to me. The one funny thing I will say, though, and I apologize. We'll get started. Well, I'm going to watch the indie event first, and then we'll go to Minish Cap. The one thing I'm turning it around. I'm turning it around. I'm not doing this anymore. I am getting much better at this. There's a character named CL. CL is her name. Dragon, thank you so much. In the hunt with a Twitch Prime subscribe for 84 months. 84 months. Very much appreciate that. I kind of keep forgetting she's there. Like, I go and level up the other characters. I edit their skills and everything, and then I go to leave, and the little thing has the dot on it that tells me that there's more to do, and then it's her. And I just forget about her. I don't know. I don't know why I keep forgetting about her, but I just do. And I'm finally starting to use her. What's this? He finally played Mega Man Zero. She's the Freya of the group. Like, I don't understand why. And the amount, I kept doing it. Oh, CL also does nothing in MM. Oh, that's what it was. Mega Man Zero. Behind my L, CL is a major damage dealer for me if you know how to set up with her. And I don't think I knew how to set up with her. I'm getting better at it though. I am dropping 13 and 14k attacks. So I am getting better with her, but she's still like, I went through this whole phase where I wasn't using her, and then I just kind of kept forgetting that she was there, which made me feel bad. Jav, I prefer to use the French voice actors at this point just to get more into the world building. That's one of the complaints I have for Liza P. And the best example that I can think of is Blasphemous 1 and 2 with Spain and Catholicism. I'm playing it in English, like with English audio, just so that I can engage in the story more. I know whenever subtitles for the first time through, sometimes I have a hard time with it just because there's so much of it and things kind of go fast. This game also doesn't have, there's something that the game is missing. It doesn't have that thing where you can press the button and look at the previous dialogue so that if you miss something, you can reread it. If you miss something, they don't say it again. So I do kind of wish that it had that. That's the closest I could say to like, oh, there's something that's really a problem. CL is the character that theory crafters can do wonders with. True. At this point, there's a million things I could say about CL right now. I posted this in Discord, but I got up and bought the Switch 2. Now I don't have to sit on the fence anymore. That's great. Now you can hang out and play Mario Party with us. I can't subtitle Soulsborne. I would get killed too much. That's kind of weird to me. It's like watching an anime set in rural Japan, but everyone's speaking English. It just takes me out of it. But I do have a harder time engaging with the story when I'm reading everything. Not to say that I can't. It's not like, because I watch Frieren in Japanese, and like that's one of the more modern ones that I'm watching in Japanese. Polar opposites. Like I think anime I'm more likely to watch in subbed language, like original language. Games, I think I need more engagement. I need more engagement with the story. I need to pay attention. It helps me pay attention more when they say names of places that I have to go. God knows I get lost enough that I don't need to throw a different language into the mix. So I leave it in English, and then that helps me engage with it a lot more. This is a game I'm going to play again. I can tell you right now, this is a game I'm going to play again. So there's one thing that I'm waiting to find out. And I don't think I want to know until it actually happens, until I can actually see it for myself. But this is a game I'm going to play again. There is no question of that. Though I kept using the later character, especially Mr. Stick. I didn't use Mr. Stick that much. Mr. Stick's on my he's on the reserve team. Yeah, I didn't use Mr. Stick too much. He's another one I just don't have set up properly. KH, there is a new game plus for E33. That's what I was going to wait for, but I'm happy knowing that it's there. Can you talk to NPCs again and reread their dialogues? Not when it's like a cutscene. That's what I'm talking about. When I not necessarily like I speak to a customer and a character and they say something. I'm thinking more like cutscenes and everything. There's no, like, you can't press the button to go back and look at the dialogue from the cutscene. Look at these people grew up playing games that support their native language. Mr. Stick is someone with a little setup is super useful. He's also super funny. I do like him. I just got a new hairstyle for him, which was my first one. Here's a question for the people that have played the game. Am I missing something with the healing potions? I have 2 healing potions. Not the chromatic thing. They do the flask thing where you've got it's like the Soulsborne setup where it's got it's like the bonfire system with the potions, but then there's also potions that you can use in battle that you can find upgrades for. I have I think 7 of the potions that res fallen ally, and I think I have 6 of the ones that add AP to the character. I have 2 of the ones that heal. And I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing some of these potion upgrades because I think I should have more. And I have 2. I have 4 of the other ones. I have 4 of the ones that heal everybody outside of battle. But I only have 2 of the in-battle healing potions. I did upgrade them, though. So I think they heal... like 100%. Like, it might be 65%. They are the upgrades for the healing potions are hidden in the side areas. Okay, then I am literally missing something, which means I'm about to find them because I am not going to where I think the end of the game is. I am going to explore the map. Yeah, this is going to be. I'm about 30 hours in. I will probably get to where I think the end of the game is at like 40, 45 hours in. I am going to take time and I'm going to tear this place apart, especially if there's a new game plus. I had the same feeling in Silksong after getting my first mask after 20 plus hours in the game. Was this what lovely feet? You know what? One of them just said to me. I won't say who. One of them we were talking about something and he went same but different. They're throwing memes into the game too. They threw a little meme in there. I was actually kind of happy for that. Mr. Stick has the best theme in the game. I have to listen to it. I'm stuck on Flying Waters, I think is the song. And Globu, I think was the name of one of the songs. And Luminaire, that song. I am hooked on that song. That's so good. It's the super saxy one. All right. That's why you were saying saxophone music plays. I'll have to listen to it again. I'll have to listen to it and make sure I'm thinking of the right song. When they tried to heavily localize some games during the PS3 era, funny enough, they tried to heavily localize some games during the PS3 era. We got fully dubbed and translated versions of Infamous and God of War 3, and our response was a resounding, "This is terrible. We're going back to English." They should have never said Lumiere is the first track at camp because I never changed it. See, okay, that's interesting because when I was at the camp, I didn't have any music until I found my first record, and my first record was that Go Blue or Go Boo song. I forget exactly what it's called. That was my first song. And then I only had that for a while. Yeah, it's just a great game. It's just a great game. I'm sitting here thinking about the accent boss, the mask guy, and it was just I don't know what it was about it that I just was thoroughly impressed. Oh wait, you said spoiler chat? Hold on, where you put it? Under spoiler tags. Under spoiler tags, just in case. Where we at? I don't know where it's at. Yeah, I put the theme in Discord under spoiler tag. Oh, under music. Yeah, it's music. Hold on. Oh, this song. Hold on. Let me. Okay. I think I do recognize this song. Hold on. I hope this isn't a spoiler for anybody. Oh yeah, I do like this song. Yeah. I won't play that too much. Yeah, I do like that song. I do like that one. What's my current party? My current party is Mael, Lune, and CL. That's my current party right now. I was using one of the other characters, and I switched them out and put CL in. I wanted to finally give CL some time and really learn her, and she's pretty decent. It just takes time. No, I have my reasons, Ronan. I have my reasons for that. I have a meta reason for Noverso. The ladies. It wasn't even intentional. Mael just turned into kind of a beast. I actually just kind of de-beastified her a minute ago, and I took off something that she had on that was making her kind of unstoppable. And Lune, I mean, I wasn't not going to use Lune. Lune's everything I love. So it was the third character was, all right, let's see what we do here. I am actually thinking of changing it, though. I am thinking of changing my party comp and going with a very different party comp, but this might not be the time to do that. Your party setup gave me a rough idea. I could Dragoon. I'm right near the end. I think I'm right near the end of the game. Godslayer Mael is a real she's so powerful. And then I had her with the thing on where she takes 50% less damage, but she can't be healed. And then I gave her some stuff that boosted her health, and she's so powerful. How are you feeling about the Gestro challenges? I'm not going to lie. I've only done the one. I only did the one. Are you talking about the one at the beach where you have to run around, do the platforming thing? I only did the one. I haven't done, and now I'm going to do them. Now I'm going to explore the map more because I haven't really been exploring the map. I've been kind of pressing forward to see. One thing that I do is I do tend to play, and this is about to speak to everything you see me do on this channel. I tend to play games like this where I continue on as far as I can until I hit a wall, and then I really start leveling up. I should pay attention more to my character setups, but when it comes to seeking out challenges and finding new items and stuff, I usually don't fly too far off the beaten path or run too far off the beaten path until I hit some sort of a wall in the game. And I almost hit the wall, but then I ended up beating it. So now that I think I'm at the end of the game, now I'm like, all right, now I'm going to explore. Now I'm going to go out and I'm going to try and find everything. I have to find, you know what I think I am going to look up though? A map for, I need to know where the first mime is because I didn't beat that mime. I thought that was something that I had to come back to later, not realizing that the mime challenges they're supposed to be unique challenges. You're not supposed to brute force your way through them. There's some mechanic that you have to engage in order to really fight the mimes well. So I only missed the first one. I think I've killed every other mime up until this point, but I have to go back and find the first one. And I'm going to find that one, and then I'll look around. I'll try and uncover everything on the map. Yeah, the mechanic is parrying the mimes or depressed clowns. The mechanic is basically parrying and dodging because I had my L set up for dodging. But yeah, I didn't realize how much you had to do that. So when I encountered the first mime, I thought, oh, I guess I have to come back to this later. I don't think I'm strong enough. And then when I fought the second mime, I realized, oh, wait, you have to parry and dodge. That's your primary damage dealer. And by then I was too far away from the first one. So now I have to find it so I can go back and get it. Oh my God. It's incredible though. I'm actually really happy with the game. Side note, shipping option I picked for my Iron Thor was canceled due to issues with the shipping company. So to compensate me the difference, Iron is sending me a grip for my Thor. That's kind of cool. As soon as the Thor shows up. Yeah, I'll stop talking about it now because now I'm getting to the point where I really want to discuss theories and everything, and I'm not going to do that. But it is a fantastic game. I'll tell you what. ODST is next. ODST is next, right? We're going to finish Minish Cap. We're going to do ODST. I said I'm going to do ODST. I got the Xbox hooked up, so I'm definitely going to do that. I might play E33 for the channel. I might just do that, and we stream that, because that's going to be a fun stream game. And my only problem there is New Game Plus or no. Haven't even heard my favorite E33 song. Oh, I'm sure this is a game that I'm sure the last boss music is going to be just remarkable. If it's anything like old school RPGs where the last boss music was some of the best music you've ever heard, I am excited for whatever I'm about to hear with this. Well, not about to hear, because I'm going to go and I'm going to do all the side questing stuff. Yeah, the only thing I kind of wish was there was some sort of a fast travel around the map, but it's not even that big of a map. Oh, you can scale the enemies up in New Game Plus to compensate for your insane builds. Also, I can do New Game Plus and just turn the difficulty up. Yeah, this is a game that I might actually turn the difficulty up on this game for a stream playthrough, just to kind of see how much tougher it is. You know, I know New Game Plus is going to change all of that, but I am kind of curious to see how strong it gets, and then, you know, maybe swap out my team as I get them. I'll start using different characters on my team. All right, so here's what I want to do. I want to watch the indie event. I have not watched it. I haven't seen anything about it. Hang on. All right. Is that on? Is that working? Oh, wait. Okay. Sorry, switching things around. I find myself doing that throughout the house the entire time. And this is a tiny thing. This isn't really an E33 thing. It sort of is, but it sort of isn't. I've come to realize that when it comes to sword fighting, in like fantasy and stuff, I kind of thought like, oh, I'm seeing Mael, right? She's got the fencing style and it looks really cool, and I like the character and I like the game. So I thought like, oh, okay, I'm kind of doing fencing moves. What I realized was I think I've always kind of liked that stuff. Whenever I play Beat Saber, I sort of I one-hand it, and I sort of act like I'm fencing, like that's how I stand, and like I make those motions. So it's kind of occurring to me that I think one of the reasons I like Mael and the fighting stance is because I always kind of have. I've always kind of enjoyed the fencing style of fighting, and it looks really cool. I like I say fencing style, and that might not be correct. I do like fencing. I do like the Epi blade, or the Epi swords, I guess. Who was the character in Soul Calibur? Like the Chinese swords? Not the green dragon from the movie, but Zhang Fei? Zhang Fei? Is that her? Where she's got the sword and she does like the quick motions, and like I realize I kind of like that, and it's awesome. Riposte, is that what it's called? I always heard it as repose. Is that something else? But that's a move, right? Repose is a move that you use for fencing. Fencing makes up all the Star Wars lightsaber fights. Yeah, I guess it kind of does in some way. Well, it depends on who you're talking to, because some of them just sort of hack and slash, and it looks really cool. You know, I don't think that was fencing that Grievous was doing. But I don't think that was fencing that Pong Krell was doing. That's why I participate in Hema. I use the long sword, and then I wanna. What's this? Hold on. And then I wanna. Okay, I hold on. Am I Jav? Just tell me this. Are those words spelled correctly? Because I'm going to try and pronounce them, but I'm not going to try and pronounce them if they're not spelled correctly. I know everybody has a problem with autocorrect and stuff. Oh, it is practice. Okay, practice rapier and parry dagger? Parry dagger? Okay. I was about to try and pronounce those words. I'm like, let me make sure that they're not just misspelled words. Obi-Wan's style is the most closely aligned from fencing. That's Form 2. I believe so. Historical European martial arts. Hey, Connie, eating lunch. Okay, all right, that's what that is. Yeah, because we don't have anything like that over here. The U.S. doesn't really have there's no sword culture over here, right? There's nerdy dudes who buy swords, but nerdy people who buy swords, but we didn't really have any of that. Swords in the U.S. Were always decorative. I guess that we grew up beyond the point where we use swords for war. You know, when war started to happen in this country, you know, when we started it 250 years ago, we had guns. So that's why it became a gun culture. So we never really grew up as a sword culture, I think. Yeah, we have guns over here. So we never really grew up with it. But and I think that's why we're so fascinated by it from a fantasy level. I feel like if you go to Japan and you talk about swords, they're going to think it's boring because it's all they have. But like they have other stuff, but they're going to think it's boring, right? Because they've had it they've had it for a really long time. We never really had it. It's just niche. Is there though? Like there's a sword culture in the sense of there are groups that go out and fight with swords but it's all, obviously it's all pretend, but we never really had war with swords. By the time we started having war, it was guns. Oh, later, Connie, have a good one. You got Ren fairs. I do like a nice Ren fair. I've only been once though. It's so far away, but I've only been once. You say that, but kendo is a thing. But that's what I mean. You learn kendo in school, right? Can't you take up kendo, not take up kendo, but can't you learn kendo in school? Like, isn't that part of, is that part of Japanese physical fitness? You know, we have a bunch of sports that we play over here when we were in gym class. That was what we did, right? Beyond grade school and high school, I would say most Americans don't play volleyball, right? Have never played volleyball. Some of them, you know golf, hockey. Like, there's a lot of sports that people just don't typically engage in. We never had sword fighting in school, right? When we had gym class and we had a free day, we never had sword fighting. Whereas if you go to Japan, they have kendo, right? Not really. Japan finds swords more noble and traditional, not boring. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I guess so. I get like noble and see, and Dragon, we do that too, though, right? When you're a Marine and you graduate from a Marine Academy, don't you get a sword? They used to give out swords for the people that were in the Marines. But we were never a sword culture. Like over here, swords were decorative and commemorative, and like you said, it was a sign of nobility. We never fought with them. The government had to step in and force Japanese citizens to stop carrying swords, and many rebelled against it. And the rebellion, I don't know why the rebellion didn't work. They had swords. Yeah, we never really had that over here, so it's really fascinating to see. And I have a feeling that if I grew up in a place that had like a fencing class or something, I would have taken it. I have a feeling I would have said, yeah, I want to try this. This looks awesome. I want to do this. They have martial arts school they have martial arts in school curriculum, but it's private schools mostly. That's the other thing. I also grew up in a relatively poor neighborhood, so my schools didn't have that. You know, I didn't have schools that had a swim team. You know, we just didn't have that stuff. So if you're in a private school, sure, they probably have a lot of that stuff. But in like a public school or even a probably not every private school, I would even guess, they don't really have a lot of that stuff. The rebels had swords. The government had guns, like 6 times as many as the swords. Now I'm thinking of the Indiana Jones scene, the guy with the sword. Yeah, I mean, that's the United States. The United States is literally the scene from was it Raiders? Was it Raiders of the Lost Ark? Where the guy pulls out the sword and he's doing all the moves and the other guy just shoots him. Like, that's sword culture over here. So it sucks that I never really got to experience that. And I don't think as a grown man, I don't know that there is a way for me to experience that. You know, if I wanted to shoot a bow and arrow, Ironically, there's a gun range that I can go to that has a bow and arrow lane. So I could go and do that. But I can't really do sword fighting. I could never learn that. I couldn't learn all the steps in the practice, like other than watching YouTube videos, which I'm kind of curious. Are there YouTube videos for fencing? There has to be, right? There's a YouTube video for everything out there. YouTube fencing. It's going to be like how to sell your stolen goods. It's like, no, different kind of fencing. There's a straight up fencing channel. There are HEMA classes around the U.S. Interesting. But Kendo is also only half about fighting, more about spirit and mentality. Which I think most sword fighting kind of treats it that way. I think most sword fighting, actually, Jab, fencing. Fencing is about that too, right? It's not just about just the fighting itself, but it is the mentality of it. It is trying to get in your opponent's head. It is not letting your opponent get into your head. Like, it's a mental game. I think most things are kind of like that. When it comes to physical combat, I feel like that's a big aspect of it. I wish bullets moved as slow as they do in video games. Harrison Ford suffering from dysentery. I remember reading that. I think it did confirm that too. I think he did confirm that was true. I always thought that was like, could that be an internet story? But I think it did confirm that was the case. Fighting games use that mental aspect as well. Yeah. Think of it as the fighting game. As the fighting game. Yeah, you have the same mentality. It's the same thing. It's a lot of there's a meta game involved when you do something like, and I'm speaking out of my ass here, but I feel like there's a meta game involved whenever you do anything that's physical combat. Boxing, MMA fighting, it's not all just about throwing the hardest punch. It's about getting into your opponent's head and making them afraid of you and making them unsure of themselves. Like, there's a lot of things that you do with that. There's misdirection and I feel like there's a bunch of that stuff. And I would be fascinated to try it, especially now that I'm having this sort of revelation that, wow, I think that's something that I have actually always liked, and I never really identified it. I just thought it was kind of cool. Maybe that's why. I know when I was a kid, one of the things I got engaged in Star Wars with was because they used swords. I saw a bunch of movies where they were shooting guns, and I thought, all right, that's kind of okay. And then here comes Star Wars, where they're swinging swords at each, right? They got blasters and swords. I don't know what more do I need? We're actually in tournaments. Someone made an innocent pump motion after scoring a point, and that was seen as disrespectful and got the point taken away. That is how much Kendo is about the tradition, the sportsmanship too. To be fair, I think a lot of sports are like that. There was a football game during the Eagles playoff time, and the guy scored a touchdown. It's funny you say that, Bob, that made an innocent pump motion after scoring a point. The guy did a celebratory thing, right? He did the thing where you throw the football down and you spin it. Right? You ever seen that when football players, when they get a touchdown, they kind of throw it, or they do like a big catch, they kind of throw it down and they spin it, and it sort of spin. Just a little flair, a little bit of celebration. He got a penalty because when he threw the football down to spin it on the ground, it was in the direction of a player, and they called it unsportsmanlike conduct, and I think they gave him like 15-yard penalty or something. And that was actually when I learned that, because I remember them not outlawing, but I remember them making it against the rules to do celebrations. But you still see players doing it. They score a touchdown and they turn to the crowd and they make like the championship belt motion or something. Like, they do that stuff. And I remember thinking, for a long time, I thought, isn't that against the rules? I don't understand. Like, I don't care, but I'm curious, isn't it against the rules? And it wasn't until that game at that moment where I realized, oh, it's because he did it in the direction of the player, and that made it unsportsmanlike conduct. So they gave him a big penalty. And I thought, oh, okay, so that stuff is there. When I was in school, we did have fencing. I did archery, and it's completely legal for me to just go down to the local parks and fire at trees and targets I stick up myself, which is really kind of cool. And I have a lightsaber. I should probably learn how to use it. Yeah, as long as it's not seen as targeting someone. I didn't know that was the thing. I didn't know that was part of the rule. So whenever I would see the football players celebrate, I would think, all right, are they not supposed to be doing that though? I'm kind of confused on the rule. And it wasn't until then where I heard, like, oh, you can't do it in the direction of a player. Okay, that's why sometimes they call it and sometimes they don't. It was kind of interesting. All right. We're going to watch the indie event. What am I going into with this? Not high expectations, which is not to say that these games are going to be bad or anything. I just think that the indie presentations are usually never really for me. Is there anything that I want to see? I would like to see something like E33 or some of the other larger games coming to the Switch 2. I would like to see a release date and possibly a demo for Mina the Hollower. I don't remember if there is a demo already, but I would like to see something from Mina the Hollower. And I think that's it. I don't think I have any other expectations for what to see here. Getting on Star Wars, the more realistic fighting style is Dooku. He's actually used swords before, and he invented a form of style in Star Wars. If you want to see a really, really good Dooku fight, Clone Wars. It's the episode when the Night Sisters try and assassinate him, and they drug him so that he can't, like, his senses are dulled, and then they triple team him, and he puts on a clinic. He shows them why he is one of the best, and that's a great fight sequence. If you get a chance to, if you've never watched Clone Wars before, I think you can watch it and you'll be okay. But he puts on a clinic for them, and he is schooling them like you wouldn't believe, and it's one of the best fights in the whole show. It's probably the best fight in the whole show for me. Sumo was stupid about that. I don't remember who it was, but I remember Rikishi got a warning for smiling and balling a fist in celebration for winning his first top division tournament. Japan is also a culture that's known for, like, I don't know. I shouldn't say known, but I get the impression that they're not very celebratory. You know, because if Japan was notoriously more celebratory, they might have said happy birthday to The Legend of Zelda, but that's neither here nor there. For smiling though, like that's such a weird. Yeah, the smiling thing is a bit excessive, but all right. So this is the indie event. Am I on the right thing here? Oh wait, hold on. I think I was on the wrong thing. No. It's seen as showboating and bad conduct in the face of your defeated foe. Showing any positive emotion, that's a paddling. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I forget. 1080p. Okay, got it. Oh, wait. Whoa. We're drifting trains? Oh, wait, I kind of like this game. Wait, I actually do dig this. It's trains. It's trains and a drone. Whoa. Wait, this is kind of dope. Wait, trains that surf. Oh, I'm liking this. Wait, I actually genuinely like this. There's a demo on Steam. Oh, we might have to play this. Oh, look, it's what the hell were they called in Helldivers? Densha Attack. Yo, that looks actually really good. That's crazy. That right out the gate, I actually like something. Yeah, this was shown a while back, but it just got more gameplay look. Wow, I actually like that.
Ens hem inspirat moltíssim en la cultura japonesa i en l'energia
classic arcade energy in Japanese culture.
Que es senti
So I wonder if they'll have swords.
Rebel i molt ràpid.
Avui tenim el plaer d'anunciar
Demo is on Switch 2? Switch 2 or Switch also? Or Switch also 2? Switch 2 also.
Amb una skin de tren exclusiva per a Nintendo Switch 2.
I en segon lloc,
Switch 2.
avui més tard,
A free Nintendo
tindreu
Switch 2 demo of
disponible a la
Densha
Nintendo
Attack will be
eShop
available
una
on the
demo
eShop.
gratuïta
Oh, wait.
de Densha Attack para Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, so
We
wait.
hope
So
you
the
enjoy
Switch one
the
isn't
rest of
up
the
yet?
show.
Is that like the third time I've seen that game? It looks incredible.
I'm Marissa.
And I'm Thomas. We're excited to showcase another packed lineup of new indies headed to the Nintendo Switch 2.
I mean, yeah,
and
I think
Nintendo
I've seen it
Switch
before, but
systems.
that's like,
Forgive me.
I don't think I
but
saw that
can't
much
wait
of it.
to introduce this next game coming to Nintendo
That looks
Switch.
dope.
Let's take a look.
안녕하세요. 한국게임개발사 드림모션의 이준영입니다.
안녕하세요.
Dream
아티스트
Motion.
최은진입니다.
안녕하세요. 프로그래머
you better get this game or I'll hunt down your left pair. Wait, your left pair shoes. It was at the previous Indie World and also the State of Play. Well, that's probably why I wasn't paying attention to it.
마이리틀 퍼피가 만남과 이별 그리고 재회에 관한 우리 모두의 이야기로 여러분들 마음속에 남게 되면 좋겠습니다.
게임 속
My
귀여운
little
강아지들은
puppy,
팀의
my
모든
little
아티스트들이
puppy.
쏟아부은 놀라운 노력의 결과물입니다.
My little
강아지를
puppy.
좋아하는 세상 모든 분들의 마음속에 감동으로 기억되는 작품이 되면 좋겠습니다.
감사합니다.
Are the puppies on the train?
There's an old saying that when you depart from this world, the dog who went ahead will warmly welcome you.
A heartwarming hope at the core
What
of
if you
the
had
wonderfully
multiple
wholesome
dogs?
My Little Puppy, a new adventure inspired by the director's own Welsh corgi.
Play as Bongu, a rescued dog and bestest boy who, after a simple yet
Bongu
joyful
is the
life,
dog?
crosses
Oh,
the
God.
rainbow bridge to doggy heaven.
Oh my
After what
god.
seems like an eternity, Bongu awakes from a nap to a familiar sound.
I might be crying
His
if there
dad?
was a cat version of this.
Embark on a journey to meet Bongu's dad, an expedition out of doggy
Yeah, this game
heaven
might be
and
cathartic
into
for a
the
lot of people.
afterlife
If this
that
was,
may
if there was a
hold
cat version of
unexpected
this,
dangers.
or there's like cat DLC, I
Just
might
as
actually be
Bongu's
pretty
dad
sad.
once rescued him, it's his turn to return the favor in My Little Puppy, bounding its way onto
Can I?
Nintendo
I kind of
Switch,
wish I could
May
make.
29th.
Is it too creepy to think? I kind of wish you could make the dog. And then you can make the dog look like whatever dog you might want to make it look like.
Next up, let's take a look at some indies headed for Nintendo Switch 2, including some also headed to Nintendo Switch.
I'm so excited.
My little no, it doesn't have to be that lilac. It could be My Little Kitty.
Ho!
Heave!
Ho too!
Oh, this game. Didn't people like this game?
Introducing the high-flying follow-up.
Apparently
to
the dog
ultimate
makes you cry
friend-flinging party
hard.
game.
Grab hands, arms, or even heads to form chains of up to 4 players, then grapple and swing to reach the goal, avoiding lethal hazards and the deadly void below.
Each player needs to grab and release at just the right moment to form chains. If
They made a
anyone
whole
loses
game
their
out of
grip,
Mario
it
Party
can send the
minigames?
whole group to their doom.
There are 8 themed worlds
Yeah,
to
being able to
explore,
make the
thrilling
dog would
exotic
emotionally destroy some
locations
people.
like a medieval
It's
land,
devastating.
a space station, and of course, a kitchen.
In each one, play with brand new mechanics like rocket navigation, coordinated cookery, and plenty of other
Is that what this game is
surprises.
called? Heave ho? So
Swing
friend
into
slot?
action with local 4-player co-op or online multiplayer. A
Local
franchise
4-player
first.
co-op, huh?
Plus, game share is supported, so if one player has the game, they can share it locally or online with up to 3 other players. Get
Local
ready
4-player
to get a
co-op
grip
nonsense.
in Heave Ho 2, launching on Nintendo
Damn,
Switch
I was
2
hoping there was
and
a shadow
Nintendo
drop.
Switch this
Look at the
summer.
2.
Ah,
All right,
at the end of the day,
SGB,
there's
here we
nothing
go.
like closing up shop, throwing on some comfy clothes, and
Dungeon diving for wondrous relics?
I was going to say having a nice hot cup of cocoa, but that works too.
In Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, continue your double life as a crafty merchant by day and a fearless adventurer by night.
Will is back in business after an interdimensional collector seizes control of their beloved village and dungeons. Will and the other townsfolk are forced to find a new home.
Now, settled in the town of Tresna, it's up to you to set up a new
Heave-ho!
shop
Heave
and
the
grow it
hoe!
into the thriving heart of the village's prosperity.
Dive into vibrant dimensions
Ooh.
brimming with shiny loot and pesky enemies. Then
Ooh,
vanquish
wait.
them using an extensive combat system with different weapon types and
Oh, this
flashy
looks interesting.
combos.
Don't forget your trusty backpack. It's your best friend while collecting.
Okay, hold on. That music, the music in the background, I definitely have E33 on the brain because I heard it.
Types and flashy combos.
Don't forget your trusty backpack. It's your best friend while collecting.
Yeah, I
loot,
definitely
so
heard
make
that.
sure to carefully arrange your treasure to maximize your profits.
Trust your instincts to plot clever routes through your dungeon runs. The further you delve,
So
the
wait,
greater the reward.
It's an
How
extraction
far will
shooter?
you dare to go?
After each escapade, put your hard-earned treasure on sale.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah,
your
it's an
shop owner
extraction
charm will
shooter.
shine.
Wait.
Grow and decorate your shop Get to know your customers and set your prices
Bastion
to score the perfect deal.
plus
Go from
Racketeer?
castaway to
Racketeer?
friendly neighbor, and find a new home.
And then later he
among the
dies of
stranded.
tiredness because he never
In Moonlighter
sleeps.
2, the Endless Vault.
I did hear
Opening
it,
up
like,
shop
it
on
kinda
the
sounded
Nintendo
like
Switch
that.
2 system this year.
Moonlighter 2, the newest
Hello,
extraction
Minish.
shooter.
We're the team behind Widow. Do you remember a time when your backyard and neighborhood streets felt like the entire world?
It does to me too, but that's because I don't leave the house very much anymore.
Это Фокси, сердце нашей истории, и она так-то собрала нас вместе.
Denn auch wenn wir erwachsen sind, ist diese Magie aus unserer Kindheit nie verschwunden.
So from all of us here, we hope you enjoy the game. Thanks.
Wait, what the hell's he saying? I didn't understand what
Wouldn't
he
it
said.
be nice just to slow
I understood the
down
rest just
and
fine.
Get back to when things were simpler.
It sure would.
My backyard, back
Well,
when I was a
in
kid,
Widow,
had gunshots
you
with
do
Robert.
just
Yeah,
that.
so did mine.
In this cozy diorama puzzle game, you assemble wooden scenes piece by piece, like a 3D coloring book.
As you place objects in their correct spots, each scene slowly fills with color and comes to life. As you place objects in their correct spots, each scene slowly
Wood.
fills with color and comes to life, revealing charming animations and delightful surprises.
Follow the story of Foxy the Fox and Ben the Frog through a series of interconnected dioramas, each capturing a unique moment from their shared adventure.
The game adapts to your pace, while the narrator's voice keeps you company. Plus, plenty of funny characters and silly emotes are sure to put a smile on your face.
And mouse controls
It
are
looks
also
kinda like-
supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Settle into
Is
a
this like
world
a
that
build
comes
by
together
numbers
one
sort
piece
of
at
thing?
a time in Widow, slotting onto the Nintendo Switch
Like you
2
just move
and
the
Nintendo
pieces
Switch
into the right
systems
spots,
this summer.
or do you? I guess you like rotate the map around to figure out where they go.
Unchosen has returned. Your village has been
Seems
captured.
interesting.
All your friends and family are trapped in corrupted crystal, and it's all up to you to save them.
Shoot, that sounds like an adventure.
A mini-shoot adventure. Take control of a swift and
Okay,
responsive spaceship.
so
as you
this is an asteroid like. You can tell like this is set up like asteroids.
blast your way through this
Which I do
modern
like.
twin-stick
It's like
shooting
asteroids
twist
with a
on the
purpose,
classic
and I do kind of
8-bit
like that.
adventure formula.
Overcome bosses in intense
Twin-stick shooter?
bullet-filled battles by finding primordial powers
This looks
that
fun.
soup up your combat abilities.
You can
No, it's a
also upgrade
Metroidvania.
your
Is
ship
it really a
by leveling
Metroidvania?
up, finding various items, and buying equipment.
Don't forget to rescue your adorable
guess it kinda
friends.
is.
They'll all help you in their own special way.
Geometry
Primordial
Wars
powers will
slop.
also unlock exploration abilities that open up the map bit
I
by
love
bit, unraveling a
I love
beautiful
Geometry
world
Wars
to
Evolve.
discover at your
I
own pace.
I should go back and
Explore
try that
lush
out and try
caverns,
probably try some of the
ancient
newer.
temples, and
Does
sunken
does
city.
does Geometry Wars still have dope music? Geometry Wars had like that's what sucked me in the first time I heard it. There was a demo for it I think, and I played a level. I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. Does it still have fire music? Because I think they're still making them.
Each environment full of its own unique treasures, challenges, and secrets.
Take on the Unchosen in Mini-Shoot Adventures, flying onto the
The
Nintendo
Unchosen?
Switch 2
I feel so
and Nintendo
represented.
Switch systems later today.
I was addicted to Geometry Wars. Oh look, that's later today.
What is the dark? Is it ugly and cruel? Is it a place for monstrosities?
Voodoo Vince too. Wait, is this Voodoo Vince?
Fools lost in the woods.
Get this game?
Where all your
Wasn't Voodoo
nightmares
Vince like this?
come true.
What am I thinking of? This was a VR game. Oh. Ah. The Midnight Walk. Yeah, it's got that strong Burton-esque sort of feel to it. I have it on PlayStation and I love it.
Hi, I'm Bryce.
And I'm Jambel, and we're devs on the team making Rotwood here at Clay Entertainment in Vancouver, Canada.
Wait, you have that
We grew up
game? That
playing
game's
games
not out
shoulder
yet.
to shoulder with friends. Inspired by the
Voodoo Vince was a
moment-to-moment strategy
platformer.
of fighting
Okay.
games and the big
Actually,
bosses
VR
of
came out.
RPGs,
VR
Rotwood
came
was
out later
developed
this year.
to
It was a
recapture the
PS game
spirit of
first,
the
and
big
then
fun.
PC and
We
VR,
wanted
and now
progress to
Switch.
feel like it comes not just from new gear, but from you, the player, actually improving. So that
Look
each
at the little
hunt you
spider
learn
guy.
something new that inspires ideas for your
On the
next
right
run.
side, I love that little spider
We've
guy.
poured ourselves into Rotwood, and we hope you enjoy it.
Chaos rules!
And big old corrupted beasts drool in
Rotwood, a brand new side-scrolling brawler from the studio behind the Don't Starve series.
Your home's been overrun by some hyped-up hostiles.
From
So
the
it's time to
makers
take
of
up
Don't
arms
Starve?
and dive into the fray.
I don't know. This
Master
doesn't
a
look like
diverse
it's drawn in
combat
pen.
system that rewards those who sharpen their skills. Want to get up close and crush some enemies? Wield a hammer.
Want to be a Deadeye that
A
snipes baddies from
war
afar?
hammer.
Take aim with a bow.
Practice and perfect combo attacks for each weapon type to reach your destructive potential.
Experiment with gear combos to refine your build. Earn epic loot through victories. Then use it to face ever-increasing challenges.
And you'll need all the help you can get.
Okay.
Boss fights are not
Local
just
co-op?
a test of strength, but of wits. Study attack patterns.
They
carefully
basically
to
said this
find
game
your
is made
weakness
for you to
and use
play it.
well-placed strikes
The
to
entire
hit
game
'em
is
where
built
it
in
hurts.
claymation and uses stop
A
motion
little extra
animation.
muscle always helps too. Grab up to 3 of your friends either locally or online and face
Is
the
it
rocks
actual
together.
claymation or
Choose your
simulated
weapon
claymation?
and get ready to take on the frenzied foes of Rotwood.
Rotwood.
Hacking and slashing its way onto the Nintendo
Later
Switch
today.
2 system as a console exclusive. Later today.
Whenever they don't say it immediately, it's almost always later today. Actual. Oh, that's cool. They built everything and then scanned it into
Most
PC.
of the time, I'm wondering
Oh.
if I'm doing what I'm supposed
Uh oh. Here it goes. Here we go. We got our first one. We haven't had a lot of these, so
to be doing to have the optimal teenage experience.
The teenage experience is unobtainable.
wait, isn't that
Teenage experience
isn't that Joseph from King of the Hill? The one on the right.
is unobtainable.
Come with us on Emotional Journey.
Because you know the perfect song for every moment.
The dog game was the
song would we
first
play
emotional
now?
journey. Yeah, you're kind of right. You're kind of right. Mixtape.
It's time to shine the
Yeah, I
spotlight
think the dog game
on
might
this
have been the
brand
first
new
emotional journey
action
one.
RPG from the makers of Guacamelee and Nobody Saves the World.
In Blighted, the evil Sorcisto has consumed your village and infected the world with a deadly blight.
You are the lone survivor
Known
of
as
Sorcisto's
the
rampage,
Blight.
fighting to reclaim the memories of your people before you succumb.
But that same power can also be turned to your advantage. As you progress through this psychedelic western landscape, you'll accumulate blight by defeating enemies. The higher your blight, the
Yeah.
fiercer enemies become, making combat harder, but also more rewarding.
Combat is nuanced and deadly for players of any level. Carefully time your attacks to weave through enemies, chain together combos, and perform powerful finishers to defeat punishing bosses.
Uncover dark mysteries as you
Yeah,
explore
this
the
looks a
surreal
little-
and vibrant world.
Looks a little
backed
slow
by
for
a
me.
haunting original score.
It's Joy Division.
Upgrade your hero at checkpoints. Or
The
by talking to
Blighting,
key
Night of the
characters
Blight
on your
Moon.
journey. And if you need a helping hand, a friend can drop in via local or online multiplayer.
The
for
difference
some
between
two-player
blight and
co-op
wrong.
action.
Another home that gets
Harness the power
that
of
gets
blight
destroyed, and you need
unravel
to
the
save it.
mysteries of a twisted world in Blighted, creeping its way onto the Nintendo Switch 2 system this fall.
Probably somewhere around Halloween.
Hi, I'm Justin from Prophecy Games in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Jess.
And I'm Scott. We love the feeling of
The Blight
progression
Moon
you get
rises
in
once again.
roguelikes, and we were inspired to create an FPS roguelike in our favorite genre, sci-fi.
Sci-fi lets us imagine futures.
We
just
were
out of
inspired
reach,
to create
and
another
Dead Zone Rogue,
roguelike, 'cause we
everyone
think
pulls
it's
you deeper
easy.
into that world.
It's
Joining
not,
when you
but
awaken on
everybody
a
else
mysterious
thinks it
ship.
is, so
We
why the
worked
hell
hard
not?
to craft rich, immersive atmospheres, unique enemies, and snappy gunplay that leaves a lasting impact.
We hope you enjoy playing Dead Zone Rogue as much as we do.
A spaceship overrun with biomechanical creatures.
I skipped that cutscene
an
so
arsenal
fast,
of
Zelda never
modifiable
even got a
weapons
word out.
and
Yeah,
mysterious
me
origins
too.
uncovered. That's what awaits in Dead Zone Rogue, a new sci-fi shooter that combines tight, satisfying gunplay with strategic progression.
Select missions and squad up with friends, or fight solo through a series of challenging rooms with
Okay.
support for mouse controls using the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
Gain perks and permanent
I-
upgrades by defeating enemies and bosses in high-intensity loops.
With hundreds of builds
Okay,
and a variety
I-
of foes, each run
hold on.
feels
I'm gonna
epic
watch
and
it.
unique.
All of this is backed by a rip-roaring original soundtrack.
Fight, revive, adapt, repeat in Dead Zone Rogue, emerging from the void on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, March 17th.
I hate it, but I might actually enjoy that game because for whatever reason, even though aesthetically it's completely different, I was getting some I need to see more. I need to hear the gun sounds. I need to see what the movement is like. I actually don't mind this because it kind of reminds me of X Defiant a little bit. And like aesthetically, it's a completely different game, but I don't know. For some reason, I was getting X Defiant vibes there.
Before we go,
and I miss X
let's
Defiant.
check out
I thought
some
it was
more
good.
exciting indie games heading to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Grave seasons. We're growing graves? After successful floor, pick up 3. Yeah, this event was only supposed to be 15 minutes. Oh, that looks like fun. Hold on. That train building thing? Didn't we play a game like this? I could have sworn we had played a game like that where you build trains, but you have to like work together to build trains faster or something. Not Ticket to Ride. Order of Ouchie. Inconveni. That's actually a pretty cool name. That is a sequel to that game. Okay, so we did actually play that. We did actually play that. Yeah, there's a lot of demos today, and I'm kind of curious if we should try some of these demos out or if we just go back to Minish Cap. We're not dropping Minish Cap, obviously, but I was thinking the color scheme looks too Minecraft seedy.
That's all for today's.
That's it? Oh, there you go.
Thomas, are you taking notes?
Gonna say we're not.
It might be a clue.
A clue for what?
Gonna say we're not
The
ending
last
on a sizzle
game.
reel, right?
Welcome to Mount Holly, the mysterious manor with locked doors and 45 shifting rooms.
In Blueprints, you embark
Oh,
on a
wow.
first-person, genre-bending journey.
Wait, this isn't
filled
on
with
Switch
a
already?
unique mix of mystery, strategy, and puzzles that weave together to create an
This was some people's game of the year. This isn't already
The
on
mansion
Switch.
resets
I mean,
every
clearly
day,
it's not,
and
but
every doorway becomes a choice. So, manage your resources carefully to further your discoveries and get closer to finding the fabled Room 46.
Use mouse controls with
It's really
the
fun and
Joy-Con 2
confusing.
controller to probe and
How much do you
poke
wanna
at the
play the new
manor's
stuff?
secrets, unraveling mysteries by discovering letters,
Hear me out. Minish Cap
diaries,
doesn't have
and other
trains
revealing
that let
materials.
you do flips.
Take notes.
That's
and
true.
track your own adventure in
That is true.
Blueprints, available on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
It's got to be today,
later
right?
Today.
Yeah. Yeah, there were people that thought that this game was
Now
gonna
that we've
that
solved
this
that
game was like their
mystery,
game of the
that's
year.
really
So that's
all for
actually kind of
today's Indie
huge.
World. We hope you enjoyed the games in today's showcase.
A big thank you, as always, to our indie community and partners for bringing their craft, adventures, and imaginations to players on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on all the latest news from Indie World.
Until next time,
Happy gaming!
I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a pretty decent event. I don't normally go in really well for the indie events. I usually come out of the other side thinking it was just kind of okay. This was a pretty decent event. There were some good announcements here. I do still recommend this game, but it's very rare you will finish runs early due to RNG in what rooms appear on the blueprint. Excuse me, Lilac, I believe that's Blueprints. Oh, Blueprints. Oh, got it. All right. Yeah, I guess not that many new game announcements. They did show some stuff, some shadow drops, right? Some demo drops, a couple of shadow drops. Like, structurally, I think this was actually a really good event. For the games that we saw, yes, of course, there were most of the games are probably not going to be up my alley, which is usual. But the ones that were up my alley, I think were pretty good. I think this Densha attack game looks really awesome. Blueprints, I might be curious to check out Blueprints if it's a good price. There was another one that I thought was really good. Yeah, like this looks incredible. You know what it is? It looks like nonsense. This game looks like nonsense. No Expedition 33, so we knock it down to an A. Yeah, everything about this event was really good. I actually kind of think that this is a pretty decent indie event. Rataton is made by the old Patapon after Sony fired them all. Sweet, sweet. It really is. What's the tricking train game called? Densha Attack. Densha Attack. Or is it Densha Attack? Is it 3 syllables or 4? Look at that. Giant bosses chasing you while you ride on rails. Look at that. Giant boss chasing you as you ride on rails. Sonic could never. Yeah, that's good. That's actually pretty decent. I actually kind of like that one. So what else was there? There was the dog game.
Embark on a journey to meet.
Nah, I don't think I could. I could mentally handle that game.
Heart of the village's prosperity.
Get
to know your.
This game seemed fine.
Moonlighter 2.
Moonlighter, that seemed okay.
Open, revealing charming animations and delightful surprises.
This
Follow
one.
the story of Foxy the Fox and Ben the Frog through a series of interconnected dioramas, each capturing a unique moment from their shared adventure.
The game adapts to your pace while the narrator's voice keeps you company.
Okay. I think this game doesn't seem like it's for me. Not that it looks bad. I just don't think this one is for me. I think this is like, this feels like a high level cozy game boss, right? This is like top tier cozy game. I think that the concept looks relatively simple, right? You have to find the shapes.
Bend the frog through a series of enterprises. Follow the story of
right. You have to find the shapes that fit the environment. So I don't think that there's a lot. Which again, none of this needs to be that way. But I don't think that it looks particularly challenging. I think that ultimately it looks like the ultimate cozy game, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't think that it might be for me. I have a feeling that this is something that I would try and just like, okay, it's just kind of okay. You know, I don't need games to be impossibly difficult, but I do need to feel like there's some if there's a bit of a challenge, the end result feels more like a prize. So I don't think that this one's going to be for me just exactly. It looks adorable, though.
And bend the frog through a series of interconnected dioramas, each capturing a unique moment from their shared adventure.
The game adapts to your pace while the narrator's voice keeps you company. Plus, plenty of funny characters and silly emotes are sure to put a smile on your face.
And mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2. Settle into a world that comes together one piece at a time in Widow, slotting onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems.
I think it looks fine. It just, I don't think that this is going to be, that's something that I would particularly enjoy for very long.
Your village has been captured. All your
That sounds like
this was the Asteroids Metroidvania.
Bosses in intense bullet-filled battles by
I think
finding
this looks
primordial powers that soup up your combat abilities.
You can also upgrade
graphics like this remind me of when cell phone games were really getting good, like when mobile games were really coming up.
Don't forget to rescue your adorable friends. They'll all help you in their own special way.
The primordial powers will also
in the same vein as unpacking to me. Like, yeah, it's meant to be a cozy game, obviously. But I do think that there's like when you look at like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing, they're not exactly the most challenging experiences, you know, but they are considered cozy games, and there is a purpose to doing everything. There is work that has to be done in those games, and I feel it. I feel that work that has to be done. I don't particularly enjoy games that are a little bit too easy or a little bit too cozy. I need there to be something that happens that I feel like I'm putting effort into that doesn't feel like busy work. Thanks for sharing the Pokemon Pokopia logo generator. Got me a nice laugh. Swapping to my computer again because Twitch Mobile is turning my phone into an oven again.
Systems later today.
You know what, Dragon? I had a phone that used to do that. That used to heat up really bad when I was back working at my station, and my station had a big safe that was solid steel. I used to put the phone on the safe and let like music play and stuff, and the metal because it was such a giant heat sink, the metal would make my phone cold. It would absorb all of the heat from my phone. So if you just get a giant 1,000-pound safe and put your phone on it, you should be fine. I'm the opposite. Sometimes just love a good game that lets me turn the world off for a while and be comfy. And I think that's my issue.
Hi, I'm Bryce.
And I think that's why cozy games don't really do cozy games that are too simple and easy don't really help me be cozy because they don't distract me enough. You know, when I do Animal Crossing, I'm like, especially when I first get Animal Crossing and I start my town, I'm really focused on where I'm going to plant trees, where I'm going to have fruit. Like I'm figuring out my layout. I'm meeting all of the people. I'm doing chores and errands. I'm laying out my house. Like there's a lot of stuff that I'm doing, and that's enough to distract me from whatever it is that's bugging me that makes me want to play a cozy game. If I'm not doing anything particularly challenging and it feels like busy work, now I'm doing busy work while also thinking about whatever it is that I'm trying to escape. So I think that's what it is for me, is that cozy games for me is they're probably defined by a nice, relaxing, low stress experience, but I have to be doing something. I have to have some sort of activity. Otherwise, it just feels like I'm just sitting there and I'm trying to convince myself that that's cozy.
I'm Jambel, and we're devs
My
on the
previous
team
one did
making
that. I don't know
Rotwood here
why.
at Clan
I guess it
Entertainment in
depends on what
Vancouver,
you're
Canada.
running in the background.
We grew up playing games shoulder to shoulder with friends, inspired by the moment-to-moment strategy of fighting.
Comfy and cozy and too easy aren't the same thing all the time. I get what you're saying. But that's my point. What I'm saying is I think that game is both. I think that game is a comfy, cozy game that's a little bit too easy. Stardew is not particularly an easy game. It is a cozy game for sure. But you do have to figure out, and this is how I play games. You have to figure out your farm. You have to figure out what you're going to be doing to make money. You have to lay it out a certain way, and then you have to change that layout as your items and the things that are available to you grow. Cozy games and easy games aren't the same thing, but I think that one is. I think that one did look a little too easy for me, and as a result, I won't find it a cozy game. Exactly. Stardew becomes easy, which means it's not initially easy. That game looked easy right off the bat.
Games and the big bosses of RPGs, Rotwood was developed
behind the Don't Starve series.
Your home to the
Master
looks fine.
diverse combat system that
I'd rather play
rewards
X-Men.
those who sharpen their skills. Want to get up close?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really engage in this one too much.
Find their weakness.
Two.
Use your weapon.
Rotwood, yeah. I didn't really think that was all that interesting for me. Annapurna. Oh, wow. Look at that. I tried to jump ahead, and for some reason it freaked out on me.
Makers of Guacamelee and Nobody
All those
Saves
board
the
games, I'm
trying
trying to do something
Blighted,
but
the
amazing
evil
if I'm just trying to tune out because I'm bored.
And infected the
Gotta be
world
honest,
with
X-Men is just kind of
You are the
just all
lone
right.
survivor of Subsistence
Yeah, X-Men's
Rampage, fighting
carried
to
by
reclaim the
nostalgia.
memories of your
I can't
people
even lie about that.
before you
It is carried by nostalgia.
You keep
I'm glad it's gonna have
characters
online
playing
multiplayer though.
and unreached two
Proxy games and it in real sci-fi.
That
Atmosphere.
rogue.
features, an arsenal of modifiable weapons, and a mysterious origin to uncover. That's what awaits in Dead Zone Rogue. A
Yeah,
new sci-fi
I
shooter
hate
that
to say
combines
this,
tight,
but
satisfying
I
gunplay
think I
with
might
strategic
actually
progression.
enjoy this game.
Select missions and squad up with friends, or fight solo.
Right, this system here where you pick your
A
augments.
new sci-fi shooter that combines tight, satisfying gunplay with strategic.
Like this here, I believe X-Defiant had something similar to this. I forget if you picked them. Yeah, you picked them with the character, I think. And this game has to have multiplayer.
Select missions and
I can't
squad up with
imagine this game
friends,
not having
or fight
multiplayer.
Solo through a series of challenging
Yeah,
raids
it's
with
kind of
support
strange,
for
but I
mouse
actually think
controls using
this
the
is a
Joy-Con
cool
2
looking game.
controllers.
Gain perks and
I'll tell you what else I saw. I saw Noisy Butters. I follow Noisy Butters, and she plays a lot of shooters and FPS games. I watched her video of Marathon, and I don't think I would enjoy particularly an extraction shooter, but the gameplay actually did look fun for Marathon, and aesthetically, I did like the game. It had this sort of simplistic sci-fi right? It was like a more simplistic Pragmata almost, that sort of sci-fi to it. I actually did really enjoy what I saw. I might actually give the game a try.
Upgrades by defeating enemies and bosses in high-intensity loops.
Is
With
Marathon
hundreds of builds
free to play?
and a variety of foes, each run feels epic and unique.
All of this is backed by a rip-roaring original soundtrack.
Fight, revive, adapt, repeat.
Yeah, I also might pick this up, and I don't
Dead
like
Zone
shooters.
Rogue, emerging from the void on the Nintendo Switch 2
And it's
system,
coming up soon.
March 17th.
St. Patty's Day.
Before we
all right, so then we got the sizzle reel. Nothing in there looked particularly interesting to me. And then the last one
puzzles that
was
weave together to
blueprints.
create an unpredictable experience.
The mansion resets every day,
Okay.
and every doorway becomes a choice. So, manage your resources carefully.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just stop it there. The train game did. The train game? Oh, you skipped over Ratatan. Well, that was in the sizzle reel. I didn't see enough there. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if we should try some of these demos out. We got to at least try the train demo, right? We're at least doing that one. Yeah, overall, a decent event. I was actually I'm very surprised that I really enjoyed that event. Which is not to say that indie world events are usually bad. It's just they're usually not my cup of tea. There's usually a bunch of stuff there that I just don't particularly care about. And even the things that I might care about are probably just coming from another system. Or so if I cared, I would have played them. So this was actually kind of interesting. I downloaded the train demo, but I'm too eepy to play. Ratatan has a demo too. I mean, we'll go to the store and we'll take a look at everything that's on there. I need this one. And then why don't we do this? We'll do this first. We'll go to the shop and we'll take a look at what's there and we'll download the demos that we need. And then I'll run to the restroom. Oh, hold on. So let me move this around. This goes here. This goes here. And this changes over to here. I got Densha Attack, but I'm addicted to Fire Red right now. I'm addicted to Fire Red right now. Latimer, but didn't you hear? You're not supposed to like it. Let me. Is that this one? Oh, that's that one. That one. All right, so we're right there. Each up. Wake up, engineer. You need to start doing sick tricks. Oh, I double checked. Hold on. Search games with demos. Demos. Couldn't you search by demos? Wasn't that a thing you used to be able to do? Search, browse. Didn't you used to be able to do that? Here, recent releases coming soon. It's the easiest way to find all the demos I'm looking for. Oh, man. We are cooked as a society. Where's Pigeon Sim? Okay. Video games might have been a mistake. Where's the am I not seeing it? This is just crap. Hey, Fear Effect 2. Yeah, I just go to... Is it in search or is it featured? Didn't there used to be, like, games with demos? All right, we'll just search for the actual games straight up. Then, here, we'll just do that. I'll be lazy. Then Shatak. Okay. Pokemon getting 6 slots. Nepotism is real. Mini Shoot has a demo. What other demos should we download? This might be what we're doing today. Mini Shoot Adventures Switch 2. Demo. Interesting. What's this? That's the Switch 2 upgrade. I guess the demo's here? Wait. Am I not seeing this? Is there not a demo for it? Yeah, nope. Nope. I guess the game's out today, but there's no demo for it. Rattan. Ratatan. Boop. Boop. There's no Indie World. Is there no Indie World page featured? I don't think so, but I went to the actual game page and it wasn't there. Unless the demo was only on... Wait, hold on. Let's see. Featured. Would it be featured? No, it's not. There isn't even like, hey, check out all the games from our Indie World event. If you see it, let me know. I don't think there's one here. No, there's not. They said demos. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Dragoon. They said later today, so it might just not be available yet. Oh, yeah, my wish list. One day I will buy and play something off of this list. Yeah, but Balatro is featured. Okay, yeah, I guess some of the demos are just not available yet. So we have we got the Densha Attack demo, and it doesn't seem like there's anything else. So why don't we do this? Why don't we I'll take a quick break. Also rip to Final Fantasy 12 on Switch. Do I have it, don't I? Do I have it? Groups. Final Fantasy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and World of Final Fantasy. No, so I don't have it. Okay. Nope. None of the games are in the coming soon list, so they're probably just not live yet. All right. Mini Ratatan and Mini Shoot have demos on Steam if you want to do if you want to do through there. Maybe. Here, let me run to the restroom, and then when I get back, we'll figure out what we're gonna do. But we'll try the Densha Attack demo for sure. Yeah, you're right. It's not there. Can you click it? Yeah, look at that. Why is that not there? Uh, 10 and 12 were released individually as full-size remasters.
What would you do different?
But the Zodiac Age version was taken off Switch. You can view the page, but it's unavailable to purchase. Yeah, because this is it here. The videos play and everything, but it's literally says not. Is it Lilac, is it for both Switches or is it for Switch 2?
You have something that belongs to me.
That's Fran, right? Everybody loves Fran. Yeah, is it for the Switch 2 and not the Switch 1? The page only exists now so you can download it. I guess if you haven't had it before. Oh, is it because Final Fantasy 12 is incompatible with the Switch 2? Cuz I have this game. Hold on. On my wish list, I have Dodonpachi Resurrection. This is not available for purchase. This game doesn't work on the Switch 2. If you have it on Switch 1, you can still buy and download this game, I believe. But if you're trying to buy it on the Switch 2, it won't work. Like, you can't buy it from here. Yeah, so that might be what it is. I guess there's a handful of games that are, for whatever reason, are not compatible with the Switch 2, so you can't buy them on the Switch 2. Yeah, check on the Switch 1. I'm wondering if that's what it is. That's kind of interesting. Close the eShop. All right, so let's try... Oh, let me change the category here. Let's check out a demo or two. Then we get back to Minish Cap. I'll leave it in just chatting, so we're just playing that. Yes, incompatible with Switch 2. Games that don't work for Switch 2 won't show up as buyable on the Switch 2. This is a legal precaution to stop people from suing and implying they bought a broken game. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. I wonder if that's why. Holding a Switch 1 again feels strange with how much smaller it is. So Switch 1 is better than the Switch 2. I think we now know that. Switch 2 can play most Switch 1 games and runs some Switch 1 games better. True, but then there's a handful of games that don't seem to work for some reason. We're just joking, Flash. Yeah, but in terms of exclusives, sure. Under boobs? Why did that look like upside down boobs? Yeah, I can buy it on Switch 1. So I guess 12 is just not compatible with the Switch 2 for some reason. This demo offers a selection of introductory levels for you to enjoy. As the game is still in development, you may find some issues and non-final assets. Stick with us as we polish these up. Thanks for checking, Denshatak. I'd say that the Switch 2 is better to legitimize my purchase. Wait, the Switch 2 is... I have to say the Switch 2 is better to legitimize my purchase today. Honestly, Antomic, whether or not... This certainly doesn't make the Switch 2 worth $500, but at the very least, the Switch 2 is a Switch 1 Pro. At the very least, it is better performance. It is, I think, longer battery life. I'm not sure. At the very least, it's that. That's probably not worth $500. The new Scott Pilgrim game is at a 79 with 14 reviews, so not bad. But a lot of reviews seem to be complaining about the level up system, which was an issue in the last game. Also, apparently, a lot like River City Girls, it apparently has launch issues, which I'm just used to at this point. I didn't like the first Scott Pilgrim game. I thought that he moved a little slow. Like, actual walking character, I thought he was kind of slow. Yeah, to me, it's a Switch Pro, and I love it that way. Yeah, on the other hand, it can't run one of my favorite shmups, so... Okay, wait, hold on. So, if you buy Final Fantasy 12, if you buy it on the Switch 1, and... Because I thought I had that game. Okay, I actually did think I had... I actually thought I had that game. Let me check something here. Because I thought I had all the Final Fantasies up to and including 12. Let me know if you see it. Let me know if you see Final Fantasy 12. Oh, I still have the. Do I still have the demo on here? I have to remove that demo. That's eating up space. Because I thought I had 12, and I was kind of curious that it wasn't showing up on my list. So I guess not. But if you bought 12 or Dodonpachi Resurrection on Switch 1, and then you can you even download it on the Switch 2? If you go to the page after having already bought it, will it let you even download it here? It may work, but in Nintendo's testing, it has issues that can be game breaking. Okay, if that's what that means, that's different then. Theater Rhythm. 5. Oh, Pokemon Unite. It's like, what game is called 5v5? Pokemon Unite. Yeah, I guess I didn't have it. I thought I did. I'm pretty sure I see. I thought I had 10 and 10 too. Also. Nope. It's a Switch game. It's the confirm and cancel are backwards. No, I don't have 10 and 10 too. I really could have sworn I bought that game. I like the first game, but hated leveling up. Software-based backwards compatibility is rad as hell until it can't run a game that it should be more than capable of running. You can, but at your own risk at that point. What will you do? What will I do when I win the lottery? You got Final Fantasy 11. No, I have 9. What would I do when I win the lottery? When I win, I like Wordy. I like your positivity there. I like when I win the lottery. Pay off my house. And if can I be completely honest with you, Wordy? Can I be completely honest with you? Other than paying off my house and obviously having money to the side, other than traveling a little bit, I would probably just have the same exact life I have right now. My life that I actually enjoy right now is I kind of like it. Oh, what happened to Densha? No, we're getting there. We're getting there. We had a question about Final Fantasy, so I wanted to check the store for something.
Japan, the future.
Ah, yes.
The merciless climate crisis has pushed humanity into air-purifying dome cities. A future not so distant from yours.
Dread.
A company called
I saw Dread.
Has connected the country through an underground network of supersonic railways.
And you need a ticket to ride. The VAC train.
High-tech cities have become crowded, jammed, full of families pursuing a better life. But really, who cares about all that? This is a story about fishermen, about artisans, about farmers.
It's not that it can't run it even though it's more powerful. It's the architecture of the Switch 2 is not the same as the Switch 1. As a result, unexpected issues can pop up. It's not just slap it in and it works. Final Fantasy X boots fine. Okay. What about 12? Do you have 12? Hey, Sims. Feels low. It feels like the volume is low on the game. Yeah. Little vibration in the controller. You don't. Okay. Hot raw men delivery. I may have read that wrong.
These tracks are getting worse by the day.
Yeah, it feels low, like volume-wise. Is that just me?
Well, no time to waste.
My new TV has issues with color gradients. Just go into the settings. You might have to go into the settings. Tap B to start the engine. Is there like a jump or it's a honk your horn. Nintendo lists Final Fantasy X as Switch 2 compatible. I thought something was off with Silksong, but that looked tacky. Sonic Frontier Sound the Music. Oh, is that what that's for? So hold ZL to brake. Drift around corners by braking ZL. Hold the drift when the bar appears, and release on the sweet spot in the center of the bar. Oh wait. Okay. All right. I think I'm getting it. The other buttons do anything? So here? There we go. Woo! When the track splits, choose a direction. Remember, you still need to drift around the bends. And it's a boost game. This is Sonic. Okay, yeah, so you have to do it. You have to start timing it at the right time. Is it weird that the thing I don't like the most about this so far is that the controls are on the ZL? Switch to a neighboring track with that. Okay. There we go. This way. Oh, I bet. I hope there's tricks that I can do there. Hold and release ZR to jump. Wait, what? ZR, I did. Okay, so you don't have to hold it for long. I thought there was like a meter that was going to build up or something. Jump and then switch to a neighboring track while airborne. Okay, so it's just Tony Hawk. It's not really, you're not bearing down on ZR to jump. You're just hitting it and letting go. Oh wait, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, you can jump off the track. Okay. Whoops. Almost went the wrong way there. Whoa! What's like the trick mechanic? While in the air, stomp on the ground with both of those. Game doesn't do the thing in the Sonic Boost games where it drowns out the music when you boost. Sonic 3D Rush looking funny. The thing is, it's not the console. It's not that the console can't run the game. It's the same thing on why PS4 running PS5. Wait, PS4 and PS5 running older PS games was dropped. PS3 had a ton of issues running them due to the console was reading much faster than the old games were built for, causing lots of issues, lots of read issues and bugs. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's a mechanic here that I'm missing. Wait, no. Oh, okay. I see. I get it. Okay, so when there's obstacles in between, you have to do the jump shift. Come on over. Have some fun with Crazy Densha.
You ordered some ramen?
Yes.
Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, probably less missing and more you haven't gotten there.
Train driving skills
Yeah, this is just like the train driving tutorial. We haven't gotten to like here's the trick button and stuff.
No way. You don't know about Densha Attack? The most skilled drivers in Japan compete against each other doing tricks and races.
Densha Attack? Is that really a thing?
Yes, you've got to try it.
Okay, let's do it.
Boo, get the humans off my screen. Why is this the new Thomas the Tank Engine game? Oh, if there was a Thomas the Tank Engine game that played like this, we would all play it. I really like this, but I have a feeling I'm not going to be good at it. And that means it's trash. Tell me how to get cool at this Densha Attack thing. You were already pretty cool, but you definitely need tricks. I think he's hitting on it. This is a train calibration station. Densha attackers use it to practice their stunts. Try stuff like flipping your machine in midair before falling back on the track. Okay, so then... Oh, so it's B? Perform tricks in the air by moving the R stick. Try a kick flip moving the stick. Yeah, see, this is going to throw me off immediately because every time I'm going to try and switch, I'm going to hit the right stick instead of the left stick. So what is it? It is jump. Okay. That's a train. I thought it was a bus. Complex tricks build on the basic movements and earn more points. Okay, so then... All right, so we do this and then that. Okay. That and then that. All right, and then I threw a little flare in there, but I guess I wasn't supposed to. Do that. No, wait. Oh, all the way up, all the way up. This actually sounds more like Jet Set Radio music than Sonic. So you like motion inputs, huh? Yeah, this is gonna throw me off. I think I might actually not end up enjoying this as much. There are other trick families to try out too. Right? Hold on. Why is that not working? Oh, you have to do them fast. Okay. And then... Okay. Yeah, you can't really think about what you have to do. You kind of just have to do it. Well, repeating the same trick in a track will cause it to go stale.
Now try to pull off as many tricks as you can on the circuit.
Suffering from the the trailer syndrome, where we know we can do stuff, but the game hasn't taught us yet. Yeah. It's also the it's the tutorial, so they're not gonna let you hit the buttons they didn't teach you how to use yet. Like, I wonder if I could, in the first part, I wonder if it would have let me do these tricks, or if it would have said, no, we haven't taught you yet, so you can't do it yet. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, see, right there, I didn't mean to shift, and I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, I think I might not end up enjoying this a lot, just because it's really fast and complicated. I do think that it's a bit complex compared to something like a Tony Hawk game. Okay. So what do I want to do? Yeah, my brain is just not... My brain's not moving fast enough for this. Whoops.
We'll get him next time.
No. Okay, hold on. There we go. Tony Hawk is more complex than this. You're literally on rails. I don't know. I had no problem with Tony Hawk. I engaged in Tony Hawk really fast. And bear in mind, I'm 30 seconds into it, right? So I'm going to be better at it, but I don't know. I have a feeling this is going to be like I grab the same few tricks and I just keep doing them. Or I'm going to be hitting the wrong buttons a lot. Oh, wait, there was something there. Which Tony Hawk games did I play? 1, 2, 3, I played a bunch of. I played some of 4, and I think that's it. I think that's where I started to get out of Tony Hawk. But I played a ton of 1, a really good amount of 2, and then I played a healthy amount of 3. I think it's safe to say I played a ton of the 3 of those games. 1, 2, 3, 4, Underground, and Triple X. Yeah, I stopped at 4. 4, I was like, all right, this is good, but I'm not enjoying it as much. Sounds like you need some stimulants. Probably, yeah. Maybe I'm just not awake enough for some of this stuff. oh my God. Yeah, oh, so maybe that, you didn't like 4, so maybe that was it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, see, this is how I'm going to do tricks. Watch. I'm just going to move the stick around in random ways, and that's going to work. Pro Skater 3 Onward was really complex. And yeah, 3 is where I started to feel the fatigue, and when I played 4, I was like, all right, this is fine, but it just feels like more Tony Hawk. Started trying to get too real in 4. Maybe that was the problem. But yeah, I played 1 and 2 I played a crap load of. Yeah. Which is funny because I never really played a skateboarding game prior to that. Well, I don't really know how many skateboarding games there were prior to Tony Hawk, but I played Skate or Die 1 and 2. I like those. I thought they were a lot of fun. Skate or Die. Like the snowboarding games, I played a Tricky a little bit. SSX and SSX Tricky. Like, I played some of them. I want to try Real Dense Attack course. We're not going to be able to get much variety in food for a while. Okay, so let's try this one. No crash finish, destroy 2 wooden bridges, scare the bats in the cave, trick over the Moai heads, perform 5 perfect drifts. It's not tricky, but it was good. You know what was a game I kind of liked when I played it the first time? And I don't know if there was another one. Kelly Slater Pro Surfing on the PS2. I actually kind of dug that game. I think Nintendo maybe updated Nintendo Store site because it's now infinite loading. So, okay, so maybe that is what is going on there. Maybe they are adding the other demos. This is a pretty standard Dense Attack course. It seems like there's no one around right now. Perfect opportunity to get the basics down. Dense Attack isn't just about being cool. You also need to be fast. SSX on PS3 360 was awesome. Matt Hoffman BMX, that was pretty good. I did like Matt Hoffman. There was the BMX and then there was like BM Triple X or something. But I don't think we got that one. Or was that just the download patch? You know what I didn't like from SSX? I got tired of the song. Hey, right, it's tricky. Like, okay, I've been hearing that song since it came out. But I just got tired of the song. I was like, okay, I don't want to hear this anymore.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, no. I love that song. I sure love that song, too, the first 18 times. And then I'm tired of hearing it. How do I do the perfect drifts? Whoa. All right. Temple Train. Whoa. Oh, no. There's a train in the water. Oh, no. But Ren DMC was my era? Sure, and they weren't snowboarding, but... Oh, wait, what was the other one? Hold on. Oh my god, I didn't think I was going to make that. forgot to jump. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button for the jump. Oh, my bad. Oh! Damn it. There we go. That's a perfect. There we go. Oh. Whoop. I keep going to X for jump. No, Yeah, I keep hitting X to jump. Whoa. Oh, is that? Okay, so that's a bonus thing that I can do. Oh, wait. No, I was supposed to go over there, I think, right? Oh, okay, hold on. All right, that's pretty sick. Yeah, okay. I'm... Oh, wait, am I supposed to... am I not supposed to scare... Oh, I'm jumping up trying to hit the bats. It told me I was supposed to hit the bats. All right, that's kind of fun. That's good. Yeah, I don't have a lot of... Oh, I almost got that. It's moving too fast. Trick over the Moai heads. I did that. You could have stomped on the tracks. Oh, I could have stomped onto the tracks on the heads. I didn't even see those. I don't know the name of the song in Tricky, but the dude keeps repeating, shake what your mama made you. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. Yeah, that's like classic. Like, soundtrack-wise, it's great. The Tricky game, soundtrack-wise, it was fantastic. It's just, I got tired of hearing that song. And then whenever you would talk about, you got to bear in mind, I worked at a video game store at the time. So people would ask us about it, or we'd be playing it at the store, and we would say, oh, this is SSX Tricky. And then they would automatically start singing the song. That's why you got to remember, that era, I was working at a video game store, so I constantly had people singing that song. What is that? Impressive for a first timer. Why only have the one? No, it has more songs on it, but the game was called Tricky, and the part of the song says Tricky, so that's like the title screen music. It's licensed music, too. I can't even play it for you. You could always do better. That's one of the many beauties of Densh Attack. Take me to some real Densh Attack battles. You didn't even get S rank. Let's easy with the battles. Tricky has great songs, but it's, yeah, that one comes up every time. That'd be Yoshi. Yoshi is a high school dropout from a wealthy family. She's only interested in partying, fashion, and spending her parents' money. I mean, that's a really cool design, though. It's a Densh Attack fanzine. I'm editing myself. Help me take great photos by performing tricks on these circuits. Okay, so there's like the extra mini game sort of thing that you want to do there. Yoshi's in Fukuoka. She's gathered quite a notorious gang. We're about to face some of her Kogels controlling the area. Kogels? Liking how buses drifting and flipping like they're Sonic trains, not buses, trains. It's just yellow, but like their Sonic the Hedgehog is just normal here. Yeah, like it's totally fine. Everybody's like, yeah, this is how you take the train. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know. Is there? Can I do like a replay, like so I look at everything? Seaside Showdown. That beach is the ocean has pink water. Oh, do I get a funny looking bus now or train? So you said bus, and now I got bus on the brain. It looks like a cat. Oh, she looks like a cat. Oh, I kind of like her. Seaside Showdown sounds like a DKC level. I'm gonna challenge Yoshi to a Densha duel. Densha attack duel. Oh, she's kind of adorable. Show me what you got. Okay. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Oh, you do get points for that. Okay. Oh, damn. Whoops. Whoa! Oh, I kind of wish I would have seen that. Yeah, so you get... Oh, my God. Wait, what happened there? Oh, I did something dope. No! Oh, I was going to try and double move over. All right, so... Thank you, E33, for strengthening my senses. Oh, that was... Okay, that was cool. Yeah, holy smokes. My brain is on fire right now trying to play this game. Wait, this is kind of cool. What? Can I break the satellite dishes? What is happening? This is amazing. Oh, I can jump on it. Okay, this is kind of wild. Hold on. Oh no, I tried to move over. Yeah, I got a lot of Katamari right there. Oh, okay, that was why. Oh, I have to jump. The X's are jump. Oh, damn it. I saw that at the last second. Whoops. Too early. Yeah, where's the Crush 40 music when you need it? I should have done that. Whoa! Oh, I actually did that kind of cool, but I'll go this way. Oh, damn it. Yeah, this is, you know what it is with this with the arcadey experience? This is a lot of I can do a little better next time. Whoa, what's happening? Oh, no. Okay. There. Oh, wait, what if I... Oh, no? You don't get points for the perfect dodge? Wait, what happened there? What did I miss? I kind of wish you got points for the perfect dodge, like dodging at the right moment. Oh, wait, what about jumping? What about jumping? You do, but good luck. All right, hold on. Oh, you can't jump there. Okay. It's a Rail Canyon zone. Yeah, look, you don't get points for dodging those. I'm dodging them right at the end. Look at all those Eggman robots. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, okay. And then when you get that, you want to jump as high as you can. How'd I do? 2 stars, right? Come on. 2 stars? No, I didn't do 2 stars. Garbage. Destroy 10 satellites. I didn't get 10? Oh, I kind of wish it told me how many I got because it says I didn't get 10 satellites. You may be able to later. Yeah, not as demo since it's unfinished. Since it's unfinished, they said. Yeah, I hope they do like an open forum where you can give them suggestions. I kind of am bummed out that you don't get points for doing that, for dodging right at. You get points for dodging at the last second when it's one of the obstacles, but not when it's the fireballs. I also don't know what this is supposed to be. I'm assuming that's my letter grade for how I did, but is it because of the color or because the last one said DA? No, I didn't get the satellites. I didn't get all 10. Was there more? I wonder if there's a little bit more. Oh, that was it. Okay. I felt like that would have been it. That felt like enough information for me to have. Yeah, I am actually going to add that to my wish list. I think I kind of dig that. Download demo. I kind of wish we knew the price. I'd like to know how much this is going to be. Oh, you did. If there's a green marker, I got it. It didn't look like there was a green marker though. I wasn't sure. All right. That's something I'll try again later though. Close the eShop. Main menu. You do the demo. You do have a demo park to free play. There's a trick park. Okay, that's what you're saying. There's actually more to this. All right. So that's as much as the story stuff. Trick parks are all about racking up as many points as possible before the time runs out. You'll need to nail all the additional challenges to earn a try. Okay, this is Tony Hawk. This is the Tony Hawk stuff as it was structured when I loved Tony Hawk. This trick park belongs to Chapter 3, so it features some abilities that weren't introduced in the previous demo levels. Check out the Trictionary for tutorials on these new skills. Before you start, don't forget to take a look at some of the unlocked trains and stickers in the garage. Garage! Ooh, that's the, hold on. That looks like the, I think it's the Yamanote line. It's like, it's like 235, E235. Hold on. Because that, I know that train. Yamanote train. Yamanote line. It is, what kind of train is it? It's an E235 series Yamanote train. Got it. I like this one. I actually really like. Wait, where is it? There we go. Up and down. There we go. Wait a minute. I know this train. Wait, isn't this the train from Spirit Tracks? Spirit Tracks could never. This looks like the train from Spirit Tracks that you fight on the level in Smash Bros. I've seen this train before. I like this one. Hold on. Can I play with that one? All right, that's the one that I want to use. Color? Ooh, color? No, I like this. I kind of wish that I could invert them. I kind of wish that it was blue on the front and green on the sides, but pattern. Ooh. Oh, wait, I like this one. Hold on. I like that. That's nice and plain. Stickers. Oh, wait a minute. Now it's the Pittsburgh Steelers trade. So let's see. Okay, is it bad that I kind of wish there was a big X on it? This X is for no stickers. I kind of wish there was a big X sticker. I like that one. These are all kind of amazing, though. I kind of like this one, actually. All right. See these ones with the splatters on the front? Can I do this, but in red? Ooh, I kind of like that one though. Oh wait, hold on. I'm doing the Penny Parker train. Wait, now I kind of should I make it red now? Nah, I kind of wish there was a red color scheme. We can't do red. We got pink though. Do we have a pink one? You got a pink one? Not really. Oh, this one's okay. Yeah, this is like Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll do the Pittsburgh Steelers. Apparently, the people who love the term friend slop are trying to push the term font slop. For game fonts they think are too lazy. All right, so let's do this one. All right, so this is the playground sort of setup. 20 trick combo. 3 toolboxes, loop the rainbow tunnel, 3 chain 3 tricks in 1 jump, finger kick 540 on a half pipe. All right, so here we go. Let me turn this back up. That's the one weird thing. The game doesn't sound like it's too volume wise. I think the game's not very loud. I wonder if I have to change that in the settings.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, so you can. Oh my god. Okay, so there's a perfect start. Whoops. Oh wait. Oh, wait a minute. Whoops. Haha. Oh, damn it. I meant to grab that Oh, damn it. Yes, I didn't check the new moves. Yeah, hold on. I just wanted to try what's happening right now. Oh, I keep doing that. Oh, I keep jumping off of that. Oh, hold the grind. Oh, I don't know why I keep jumping right there. Balance. No, stay on. Whoa. Oh my God. That was amazing. No, that wasn't. Oh, I missed the briefcase. I don't know why my brain, I go for the X button. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Hold on. All right. There we go. I got it. There you go. Oh, no. I was about to finish it up. This is the type you ride to get on the Silver Expressway. Hold on. I have another, not a problem, but I have something else with this game. Okay. But imagine, hold on. Imagine you're just trying to get to work, right? So you're on the train, you hop on, right? Your normal disillusioned morning of, here we go, I gotta go to work. And then this is the train you get on. Like, what state are you getting to work in when you're just sitting on the train and you're right, you got your headphones on and you're just like trying. Yeah, you're not getting to work. Imagine trying to train. Do I have anything in here? typical commute of SA2 version of San Francisco. Like, I feel bad. In games lore, that's what some people are doing as you do this. Sounds like a day. Yeah, a little New Jersey Transit for anybody? All right. Oh, hold on. I want to go to the Trictionary. Font slop stuff happens when Uncle is what happens. You let the jerks make the words like friends slop, and we go, ha, funny, and suddenly they try to take over everything. I mean, that's normal though. That's normal. We always make that. We always make those kind of jokes. So, Trictionary. I don't think that that's particularly bad. I think that as long as it's understood as a joke, I don't think it's particularly bad. The problem is there are going to be people that really take it seriously. But for the most part, I'm fine with making those jokes. I make them all the time. How much we spent yesterday? Like, it's train slop, right? Like, we do that all the time. That's why I don't think font slop is going to be something that is going to catch on. I don't think a year from now we're going to be complaining that font slop is a word. The people pushing font slop aren't saying it as a joke, but everybody else is laughing at them. Probably. All right, so this is it here. Wow, extras. Okay. Oh, you can break it down by. All right, so is that what I was doing? Was doing advanced tricks because I'm just moving the stick around? Hardcore, like. Yeah, you really are just doing Street Fighter moves as much as you can. I'm not actively trying to do any of these tricks, by the way. I'm just moving the stick around in different directions. It's like the equivalent of there's a difference between needing to type words and just needing to type really fast. So it's like I'm typing really fast, but I'm making nonsense words. That's kind of what I'm doing with the stick, but I am getting some cool moves out of it. We said the same thing about friend slop, and now we're stuck with it because, well, it's accepted now. I don't know. I can't get into the friend slop discussion again because I really don't. I don't think that the word is that much of a problem. Everybody has this. Listen, everybody's going to have a hate boner for whatever words they don't like anymore. I remember a few years ago, people were pissed off of the term Metroidvania. People were mad about Metroidvania because it's not Castlevania and Metroid anymore. So why do we still call it that? But nobody has a problem with the fact that we still call them roguelikes and roguelites. Neither one of them are the game Rogue. Nobody even knows that Rogue was a game. But we still call it that. We still call them Soulsborns and Souls-likes. And we have all of these words for things that we just use. I don't really think it's that much of a problem. People are acting like words like friend slop hurt them personally, and I don't think it really does. I think it's just a categorization that people just don't like. Font slop? What the hell does that even mean? What, lazy fonts? What are you talking about? When's the last time you played a game and complained because the fonts don't look right? Who plays a game and is like, oh my god, they're using impact? Ugh, like, who the hell does that? Only idiots do that. Sure, you can look at something and say Comic Sans, right? The most we ever had for font slop was Comic Sans, where everybody laughed at how ridiculous it looked and how it felt lazy. But do you know what happened? 6 months after that, people stopped caring. It's because it's not. To be fair, it's because it's not being said about it. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and poke an argument. Because that's what that is. That's poking an argument. Like, there's no, who cares? Like, if you, and I say this not just to the argument, but I say this to them too. Like, they're complaining about font slop. Like, who cares? Nintendo uses a font that is incredibly basic. It's the same font that they always use. I forget what the name of it is actually called. There's a font that they use that's basically the same, and they've been using it for a long time. And it's in Japan, they use it all the time. I forget the name of the actual font. So, when have I ever looked at a game? You know what this is? This is a case of people are saying it because somebody told them that it should be a problem. No one really had, the vast majority of people did not have a problem with whatever font the game was using until people said, oh, this is a problem. And now it's like, oh, it is kind of a problem. Yeah, the Pixel Remasters thing. The Pixel Remasters thing I thought was because the font was too small. Wasn't that the issue, that if you were trying to play those games in portable mode, the font was ultimately too small? People didn't have a problem with the actual font that was being used. I didn't think so anyway. I thought that the issue was that it was too small. And I think Chrono Trigger there was like a Chrono Trigger that had the same problem. Yeah, if there was someone copying a Zelda enemy, we'd have likes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that it's really I definitely don't. Here's what I should say. I don't think it's something that should be given any time. I don't think that there should be a whole community that springs up to defend fonts and games. I just don't particularly care. And it's the thing that people are mad about today because listen, if I'm gonna take it a little bit too deep here, it is people finding a reason to be upset about something because what they're really upset about is the state of the world and the state of the economy and the state of their own lives, and they need something to complain about. I have significantly better things, more important things to be worried about than sitting there making YouTube videos about how angry I am that a company used a font that I don't like. When everybody knows that the best font is Times New Roman anyway. People also didn't just like the font because it's different from the original games. I get what you're saying. I don't think you're wrong, but I think we often say it's not a problem until it touches something we care about. Part of it comes from being a history major and going, I see this is where. Yeah, but all right, you're a history major. What war was fought because they didn't like the font in their in the Declaration of Independence? Right? We're gonna fight a war because we didn't like the way you wrote these letters. Like what conflict happened in the world? What consequence was there because somebody didn't like the font that was used? Other than wingdings, right? Whoever made wingdings needs to be punched in the wingdings because I don't know what the hell that's even supposed to be. But everything, like, who cares? Why is it? I just don't understand why it's that big of a deal. I just want to watch a train doing pretzel inputs. War of 1812. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not really that big of a deal to me. And again, I can't even, and I think that's the problem, is I can't even imagine a situation where I do think it's a big deal. Where I think, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. Again, short of you have a really super serious game and everything is written in Comic Sans. Like, other than that, I don't really think that it's a problem. Is this the only play park? Okay. We'll do one more. I dipped out because I wanted to play Densha Attack for myself. What do you think of the font? I feel like that too. Like when would I ever tell somebody like, oh, this game is pretty great, but the font though, like, what? I think asking for an extreme example isn't the same as it can be an issue. Okay, so yeah, so that. Oh, damn it. Okay, I didn't go this way last time. Oh wait, what? Oh, that's not okay. Oh no! Ah, damn it! Oh, what's happening there? Wait, why did that? Oh, I thought I could make it to that one. What happened to the briefcase? Oh! Oh, wait. Oh, damn it. I thought there was another one down there. Meow. Oh, there we go. No! Oh, no! I fell. I'm not playing this game drunk, that's for sure. I might be drunk now. I don't know. Oh, why do you go that way? Oh, I jumped off, I think. Damn it. Whoa. Haha. Whoa. Oh, no. Oh, I didn't mean to go that way. Oh, wait, hold on. No. Oh, wait. No. What's the... I want to be on that track. Hold on. I'm going to... Oh, I can't. Oh, I wonder if it lets you, if you're already in a combo, I wonder if it lets you finish the combo when the timer's done. I did a little better that time. Densha de yo, sick trick, bro. Us having declared public Calabrese wasteful. So we're talking about the people on the train. Imagine just being in the city watching these shit. See, I feel like if you're in the city, you're kind of used to it. If you're in the city, you're like, oh, there they go again. And, you know, and it's totally fine. If you're on the train, you are strapped in order to get around the city. Finish. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. That is about as much fun as I thought. I don't think I can approach it as like I can't. What's the word? What's the word I'm thinking of here? Like I don't think I'll be able to put in real like consideration into my tricks. Like if I can't sit there and be like, all right, I'm gonna do a like a fat 540 into a backslide grind, you know, and then a train plant up on the half. Like I don't think I can do that. I think it's make jumps, make snap decisions, and fiddle the joystick as much as you possibly can. See the train flying, grinding on a rail? Yeah, he was playing it safe. Now that other train that's on the half pipe is shredding it. Maybe the people from this train are safe from Omni-Man. Yeah, this is the train that jumps out of Omni-Man's way. Yeah, this is awesome. I actually really think this is good. I would like a price. I would like to know how much this game is going to be. What would I pay for this game? If it's really extensive, like if there's a good map and there's a lot of boards and stuff, I would probably start this at around 30. I think this might be fun to start at around 30. You give me like 10 free play maps. If you gave me like 10 free play maps, and obviously they get bigger and bigger and there's more challenges and stuff. A nice story mode, right? Give me a story mode that lasts like 10 hours, 20 hours. I think, yeah, I would go $30 for this game easy. Blueprints is apparently $19.79 on Switch. That's the launch sale price. It's going to be $30. See, that one train engineer is definitely a vet, knows all the sick tricks. I imagine the train yard, rather than a bunch of old dudes hanging around talking about trains, it's like a bunch of young kids. It's like a skate park, but it's a train yard, which I guess is probably here. Is there anything else on the map? Will it let me move around? Nah, it doesn't. It doesn't let you move around the map, so it's just the one. Delete progress. That's interesting. Why is there an exclamation? Oh, because I didn't finish it. You might pick up blueprints. Since you got 45 from Apple, not in my OG budget. Yeah, the only thing I need for this game is a price. Oh, hold on. I do have one more problem. I do have one more problem with this game. Shouldn't there be a mode here? Right? Play demo, play Trick Park, which this will be play game when the full game comes out. Trick Park, I'm guessing add to your wish list isn't going to be there. I'm curious about deleting progress. I doubt that's going to be there. Shouldn't there be a mode called training? I don't know. I feel like there should be a mode called training on there. So let's take a look at. Let's see if the new demos popped up. Since you're saying it was running kind of slow. Oh, there we go. Look, here goes the Indie World thing. Oh, hey, hold on. I have a thing. Well, there's this one.
Boo, you suck.
And then I always forget that I have. I always forget that I have this one.
Take it off.
So, okay. So this is Mini Shoot Adventures. Nope, no demo. I wonder if there's a Switch 1 demo. Yeah, $30, and then it's on sale for 34% off. Dead Zone Rogue. This is a pre-order though. Dench Attack. This one still doesn't have a price on it. Midnight Walk. No demo. Outbound. No demo. Oh, wait. Demo. Wait. Was this? This was in there, right? Which one was this one? Oh, okay. I didn't remember that one. All right. So, yeah. And no demo for these. Yeah. All right. But oh, by the way, training is actually the second level. Is it really? Oh, Ratatan. That's not here, right? Yeah, it's kind of weird that this is, what, 7 games? I feel like they showed more than that, but maybe they didn't. Ratatan. Nope. Ratatan. Ratatan? Is it Ratatan or Ratatan? Isn't up on the eShop yet. So, yeah, so not all games are live. Okay. But Balatro's right there. I still haven't bought it. I still haven't played it. Yeah, sometimes maybe waiting too closer to launch to put them up. Yeah, I guess so. That's kind of weird. Actually, it's not weird. It makes sense. All right. So, give me a minute. And when let me run and check on something. And then when I come back, we'll get back into Minish Cap. Okay. See ya. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. my toe. Check stream topics for Ratatan full trailer. Well, there's the indie. Ratatan Indie World. Let's see here. All right, I'll check this out later. I won't bother watching this now. Hang on. Sorry, had to check something. Alrighty, so let's get back into this. Let me change the Strem category. Retro. Watch it now. How completely reasonable of you. Well, I want to get to the game, and I really don't feel like changing my HDMI cables around again, so I'm kind of lazy. Load suspend point. That's where we were. Oh, screen. Yeah, hold on. We're back. We're back. I remember Ronan. Alrighty. So we made... Oh, I can turn the game down slightly. Oh, oh. Yeah, let me know if the other demos come up while we're streaming. Meanwhile, on Mount Kreno. Bloop, 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 bloop. Haha! Green clothes and an odd hat, sir. Might you be young, maybe? I am Malari, Master Smith. I hear you want me to reforge the sacred sword and help break a curse. Yeah, I'm finding his voice. I'll be needing the old sword, which holds the power of the elements first. Show me that broken Picori blade. I love all this adventure. What with the rescuing of princesses and such. I'd be happy to reforge this thing into a brand new sacred blade for you. It'll take me a while to rework your sword. In the meantime, you should track down the missing elements. One of them should be in the mine to the humans dug. It's not far from here. All right, lads, get to smashing. Hey, they'll be a while, maybe. Let's leave them to it and find that element. Didn't we find an element already? Anything? Anything now? No? No? Nah. No, nothing new. Okay. Anything here? No? Okay. Just checking. Maybe something's changing. But where is Watts the dwarf? Watts the dwarf? Money, 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 money. Nah. So wait, which mine is he talking about? Oh, I have to exit from that door. Okay, my bad. Here, hold on. There we go. We wasted no time. See? We wasted no time at all. There we go. You're going to the mine? If you talk to the boss, I won't stop you, but be careful. Yeah. Holder of the sacred powers, we grant you the power of wind. Okay, yeah. It's funny that they give you so many of those fast travel points, and you can't do it yet. Oh wait, sorry, wrong fantasy universe. This ain't Final Fantasy or Final Fantasy of Mana. Wow, it's hot in here. Come on, Let's not stand around wasting time. Is Ocarina of Time Link the loudest silent protagonist? Probably, yeah. Are you young, maybe? No, I'm definitely young. So definitely just maybe, but also young? Yeah, I'm confused now. This is who's on first all over again. Oh, no. I like that did you forget to get bombs? Even though you can't possibly not have bombs at this point? Your sword won't make a dent in their tiny under. Flip them over before you strike. Oh, I don't have the thing for that yet. That's why I'm asking you. No? Is it literally the last one I checked? No, it's not. Am I missing something? I don't have the thing to flip, yeah? Right? Oh, wait, hold on. I can flip them with the shield. My bad. I'm thinking of the other item later on. All right, so these guys. There we go. Watch this item right here. Nope, that's the compass. Alrighty. One of these is a like. There we go. That's what I remember. How very Link's Awakening of this game. I mean, you can definitely tell that that's where a lot of these inspirations came from. Ow. Yeah, I had to ruin the funny number. You didn't tell me it was a funny number fast enough. Oh wait, now we get to see one of the most, I think, intentionally funny weird things about this game. The mine carts. Oh, can I? Ah, damn it. Yeah. Hop in. But, oh, so you can't do that. Okay. That cracks me up. It's so ridiculous. That was awful. Sweet jumping jellyfish. That was awful. Hey, kid, what are you smiling about? I knew it was madness to risk our lives in that rickety human contraption. From now on, let's just stick to our feet. Well, I mean, your feet. Hey. Trying to get the Gerudo dancing outfit in Echoes of Wisdom. I don't think I 100%ed that game. I didn't like. Was there a lot of extra stuff in that game? There was a lot to do in Echoes, right? I don't remember if I did a lot of that. Oh, crap. Is Echoes of Wisdom good? I think it's good. I thought it was really, really excellent. A lot of accessories and some outfits. Most don't do anything. I should take a look. I should boot up my game and see what I have. Yeah, see how I absorbed the enemy and then fired him and hit the other enemy? I kind of wish you could do that with the mask thing that they have. Echoes is different, but very good. Yeah, that was an excellent game. I very much enjoyed it. But yeah, it is very, very different. I was kind of hoping that there was a version, like there was a mode where you could play as Link for a little while, but just because, you know, it's Link and I kind of want to play as Link, but Just a nitpick, but I think the shoulder brace should let damage. Wait, the shoulder brace should let damage enemies by spinning into them rather than stunning them. It's important to go into it knowing it's different. Wait, it's just a nitpick, but I think the shoulder brace should let you damage enemies by spinning into them. Is that should let you damage enemies by spinning into them rather than stunning them. It seemed like there was a big focus on we don't want it to be too violent. Also, Tiny Link is so cute. I don't like that I can't just grab it. Just grab it. I don't care how tiny I am. Grab it. Here, you can grab that. You can open that. No? Okay. Am I even supposed to be here? Here we go. I guess so. Oh, wait. Can't do that. I think I can. Yeah, I can put these out. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted right now. I shouldn't say dealing with something. There's something that I was paying attention to. So, you know, ants can carry like 10 times their own body. Yeah, like I always hear about that stuff. So shouldn't Tiny Link be able to do something? It looks really. Oh my! It looks really, really hot in that lava. Trust me, falling into that would be a bad idea. I'm sure you agree. Did I? Yeah, I agree. Did you need to explain that? Did I need you to explain that? You're gonna be okay. Is it important? No, it's not really important. I'm just kind of paying attention to something. So, just not really significant enough worth discussing. Yeah, I can't mess with those. All right. What? No. There we go. Can I just push these, I wonder? I forget if you can just push them. No. Oh, this game. All right. I did have some gripes with this game, and this was one of the gripes. I don't like the... Oh, I can push them with that. Okay. I don't like the games where you have a wallet. I can't stand that because now everything that I'm going to do is going to be a waste. Yeah, I knew there was one thing that I really didn't like about this game. I don't like any Zelda game or any game for that matter that limits how much money I can collect. I'm fine to suspend belief. Oh, wait, okay. I'm fine to suspend belief and say, wait, what am I doing here? He can just carry a bunch of money. Like, oh, he's got 7,000 rupees on him. That doesn't seem realistic. Like, I don't care about that. That doesn't. I don't. Just give me a full size wallet and let me carry as much money as I can make. All right, there we go. That's what I needed. There. And then I end up needing another one. Why did I put that there? Wait, why did I need one there? Because this doesn't move. Oh, okay. Isn't that like every Zelda game except for no? Wallets didn't start in Zelda games. Did Ocarina have wallets? Yeah, and I ruined the puzzle. That's right. Oh yeah, you're right. I have to leave first. Ocarina, I think, was the first one that had wallets. Yeah. So I think that was the first one that had wallets. Link's Awakening, I don't think had wallets. Link to the Past had a limit of it had a limit. It had a 999 limit, And then it became kind of pointless to try and get more money. NES had a cap of 255. That was a hardware limitation. That was because of it's like bits are calculated in what, 16 by 16, which ends up 256 values, and then 0 is a value. So that's why everything in the first game went up to 255, which it was a hardware limitation, but yes, that was also a limitation. Yeah, but I think while it's being introduced, I don't really like. I don't like limiting it to 100 to start with. I think that's way too low, and I understand some of the logic where they don't want you to just have a bunch of money so that you can buy a bunch of things, but why not? If I have a bunch of money, I kind of want to use it. All right, so now so I need to push that there, so I need to get up there. Yeah, it had to do with like how they program the numbers or something. Experiment would know it better than I would. Made it. That's for that door, I think. Come back when you're have more programming power. I doubt. Imagine if the CDI games were the first ones to create that. I think I'm going back this way. Look, this is Densha. This is Densha Attack again. It's Densha Attack Minecart Edition. Ow. There we go. I keep forgetting you don't just push the doors. You have like with the keys. Micro Machines. We need a new Micro Machines game. I guess they still make Micro Machines, right? No, I want to go into that room. No. Oh, my bad. I actually didn't mean to do that. Go back. No. Okay. Oh, wait. Nope. Oh, you can just run it. I thought you had to wait for them to run into you. Link throws up after one too many rides on the minecart. All right, so that's... Yeah, okay. Whoop. Link is screaming for his life. I love it, though. I get the biggest kick out of that. Yeah, see, I really need some quality of life updates with this game. So I wouldn't mind a more modern version of it, where I can just cycle through the items and everything. Micro Machines could use a cool game, like how Hot Wheels had 2 good racing games in recent years. Yeah, like you can do so much. I mean, there's been micro machine games, and that's exactly what they are. It is tiny little cars and vehicles driving around in a big world. You could do that so much better nowadays. Yeah. So this is... All right, come on. Oh my God. Oh, I'm getting annihilated. Wait a minute. Will this do anything? Nope. Oh, come on. Here, I will. Yes! Got him with the penny mines. How did the announcer for those commercials never have a stroke talking so fast? Well, I mean, he did pass away some time ago. John Machida, I think his name was. He did pass away, so. They made a new Micro Machines game a while ago, I think. It was a cool idea, ruined by a lot of bad ones. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're going to get a Micro Machines game, and it's going to be a really good idea, and it's going to be full of... Well, wait. Hold on. Hold on a second now. If there's a bunch of things that you buy in a Micro Machines game, would they just be called transactions? Right? They're not really... Right? Because just buying that game is a microtransaction. Right? We just call them transactions here. Aha! Microtransactions.
You suck.
Ah, no, I don't. That was awesome. Hey, kid, why don't you take out that cane of Pachi and fire it at that hole? You never know what'll happen until you try, right? What a random-ass thing to say. Easy there, Miles McKenzie. Yeah. Ah! You can't just do that, right? Another key. All right. I wonder if I'll get in trouble. You see those like the blade things that close on you when you enter a room? I wonder if I would get in trouble for putting that like at my front door. I thought the carts were slow in the Oracle's games. Will suffer. Oh, I have to go that way, I think. I don't think I ever finished the Oracle games, like Oracle Ages and Seasons. I finished one of them, and I never went back to finish the other one. Oh, there we go. I never went back to finish the other one with the code connected, so I get the true ending. I feel like that would be interesting for stream, but those games are actually, man. I know this is normal for me to say, but I got hella lost in those games. And apparently that wasn't unusual. That people said that those games, for some reason, everybody got lost a lot. The one that was puzzle based. People said, yeah, you get lost a lot in that game. Seasons are usually easier to beat, while Ages takes longer due to the puzzles needing a lot of back and forth. So maybe that is the problem. Ah. Is this the one where there's 4 holes? Yeah, okay. Hang on. All right, guys. Whoa. I struggled more in Seasons than Ages. Whichever one was the more puzzle-oriented one, I had such a hard time with that game. Oh, there it is. Puzzles is Ages. Yeah, I struggled a lot with Ages, and I think that's the one I beat. I think. This poor kid. Look at how red in the face he is. I feel bad for him. Oh. That could have just been a switch down there. I had to hit it. And okay, so go down here. Go up here. It's okay. Hernias don't exist in Hyrule. Meanwhile, a hernia doctor just moved in. It's like, oh, well, this is great. That's awesome. Can't wait to not get any business. Game makes me want to get the Zelda Maker game on Steam. Zelda Maker. A Zelda Maker where you could share the levels. The Quest Maker, is that what it's called? Whoop. Oh, so I can fire over the flat ones. Okay. Oh, turn around, turn around. You have Quest Master, is that what it's called? Quest Master. Healthcare so cheap in Hyrule due to ripples being in grass, rupees being in grass. What we could have gotten had Nintendo not woos out of online features. Woosed out. The only thing I don't do for Link's Awakening Switch is Dampy Shack. Yeah, I had no interest in doing any of that stuff. We played that on stream. I think we did that whole game on stream. Oh, no way. No. Come back. Here we go. I got most of the seashells except for 1 or 2 tied to the raft minigame. I did all the raft minigames. I did everything except... I was about to say the doing all the crane stuff, but I think that's this game. What did I not do in Link's Awakening? I might have done everything in that game. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I played it. All this Zelda talk is making me want to play a Zelda game. Good, it's working. Yeah. No. See, I don't know. This is, like I said, the Kinstone stuff is definitely my least favorite stuff. Because then I do all of this exploring and I just get a Kinstone piece. Okay. It's definitely the thing I find the least interesting. For what it's worth, we liked it, but we agree the game struggles to run. I wonder if Switch 2 improves that by default. Oh, Link's Awakening? I mean, Link's Awakening didn't struggle to run, but it was noticeable when it didn't run well. When you would screen transition and it slowed down, it was noticeable. For the record, AGM, Link's Awakening Switch is the first game that I played with my Switch 2. It's the first thing that I put in there to see if it works, and it worked. It doesn't do the slowdown in between screen transition anymore. It is rock solid 60 all the time. It's wonderful. The Switch 2 did resolve the issue with Link's Awakening. They tested. Yeah, I tested it too. It was the first game I tried when I got my Switch 2. Which way am I going? I'm going this way? This way. Yeah, it works perfectly. I thought we did it too. I thought I put the game in and I showed you guys too. I might have. Am I going? I don't think I'm going this way. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, hold on. I think I'm supposed to go down. No, don't land. Don't land. No. Oh, thank God. Link's Awakening got a free Switch 2 boost update. Right? I think I'm going this way because I think this is where I have to wrap all the way around. That's good. Someday, but I won't complain. I got some help from family folks, and if things go well, I'll upgrade my PC. Nothing too crazy, but still big. Changing RAM to 32 and adding add a graphics card. You don't have a graphics card in your PC? You use integrated graphics? A graphics card is going to change your life. It really kind of is. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I do want to upgrade my RAM to 32 gigs. Yeah, what a waste that is. This is what I don't like about wallets. Especially when you can't get the wallet earlier. What a waste that is for me to get that, and now I just don't have it anymore. It's not like your wallet's full, so we're going to put it back for you. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. No, you couldn't get up there. All right, so we go then this way. Can I get up there? Off of that? Yeah, okay. Upgrading RAM. Yeah, I tried to download some more RAM, but it just didn't work. I think I was on the wrong website. That's old internet meme. Just download some more RAM. Yeah, Kinstone pieces. Kinstone pieces and rupees when my wallet is full. Like this. If there's any problem with this game that I have, it's that. It's just a lot of this. Feels like wasted time. And did I not? Oh, here it is. I think it's it here. Yeah. Did you check the hotram.com? Yeah, I did, and it was not what I was expecting. Oh, okay. So then... just the GPU. I assume the graphics card will help with rendering videos, 3D animation, and, of course, gaming. The RAM upgrade is just $200, which is a blessing compared to what I've seen. I mean, $200. Yeesh. That is kind of wild. Point to Twilight Princess then. Wait, point to Twilight Princess then, because that's how they handle finding treasure with a full wallet. Yeah, like, oh, but you can't hold this now, so we're gonna put it away. Like, that's great. Do that. Look at that. Twilight Princess gets one right. Twilight Princess. Any day now. Any day now. It is, but I've seen it go double on Amazon, so I kind of want to do it ASAP since I know it's not going lower anytime soon. And what kind of RAM do you have? Are you on a DDR4 system, or are you still on DDR3, or did you upgrade? Are you on DDR5? I should ask that. That's probably more correct. And what are you thinking for graphics card? Is DDR4 both what I have, and what I'll get? Yeah. Yeah, you have to stick with... I was asking because you have to stick with that. All right, chill. Oh, no way. What Dance Dance Revolution are you on? I'm on Dance Dance Revolution 4. You can get DDR5 RAM. You can get DDR5 RAM depending on your motherboard. No, aren't RAM sticks are set to whatever, right? If you're on a DDR4, if your motherboard is DDR4, that's where you're on. I think. There. Side shoot him. Yeah, I mean, not get greedy here. Don't some of these give you hearts? I thought some of these gave you hearts. Yeah, there we go. Ow! Greed is good. Oh, no! Get back. Oh my God. There we go. No way. Hearts, please. There we go. Another. Thank you. How? That was that fire when you're running around, you get burned and you're stuck running around. That lasts forever. Greed is good. Wah. I was one hit away from winning. I hate that. Motherboard is a Prime A320. Hey, I think that's what I have. Oh, A320K MK. No, mine is a B450 MA. Came out in 2017. So I can't think too high. I want to get 6 gigs for fair middle ground. The total should be $500, but it's to double the RAM and improve performance all around. And what are you thinking for graphics card? Like, who are you going with for your graphics card? Because that'll change depending on if you have an NVIDIA card. NVIDIA cards, that you're paying the NVIDIA tax. You are paying a little bit more, but you get a better encoder in your graphics card. So I think that might be the way to go. Because you're looking at content creation. So I feel like an NVIDIA graphics card is going to be better for you. The fire element is the embodiment of that power. Oh, so here we go. Six. Yeah. Also, you're not on a laptop, right? You're on an actual PC. So your RAM is going to be in 8s. Shouldn't it be 8 gigs and 16 gigs? I don't think there's a 6 gig stick of PC RAM. In my case, NVIDIA is only worth it if I'm doing Isaac Sim stuff. I don't know what that is. Isaac Sim? I thought my fibers would catch fire, but it's over now. I suppose we should go back and speak to Malari. I'm glad I got my 8 gig laptop RAM stick for my laptop. Now it has 16 gigs of RAM. There's sticks of 16 gigs, so I have to buy 2. Yeah, 32. You said 6. Oh, Ronan said 6. I'm sorry. Actually, no, you said 6. Yeah, AGM, go back and look at what you wrote. It says, I want to get 6 gigs for fair middle ground. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, 6 gig graphics card. Oh, okay. 6 gig graphics card. Can you get a 6 gig now? I have a 4060 and I think it's 8. I don't know. I haven't actually paid attention to like whatever is going on with the graphics card, with the tech market, really, just because a lot of that stuff just feels so inaccessible now. Isaac Simulation is a robotic robotic software for simulation-based NVIDIA graphics. I knew that the NVIDIA with the N, but yeah, I never heard of Isaac Sim. I call this new blade the White Sword. Of course you do. Graphics cards are also planned to go up in price. Yeah, everything's going up in price. There's not even like, if anybody was to say, oh, I wonder if if this is going to go up in price, everything's going to go up in price. Yeah, 6 gig graphics cards are like the GTX 1080, but I don't think they do them anymore. That's Ronan, that's what I should have said. I don't think they do 6 gig graphics cards anymore. I don't really think they do 4 gig graphics cards anymore. You can put away your grandfather's sword now. I mean, I'd rather not. Once you infuse it with the power of the elements, it will become a sacred blade. The Forest Elder no doubt told you this part, but if you want to infuse the sword, you must go to the Elemental Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is in a strange realm trapped between 2 worlds. It is the bridge between the Minish world and the human world. The doorway to the Sanctuary opens only once every 100 years. You'll find that door hidden within Hyrule Castle. Once the blade has been filled with the power of the 4 elements, you should be able to break the curse on the princess. I know you can do it. After all, you made short work of that human mind. Let me tell you about a shortcut that you can use to get down from the mountain. You'll find it right in front of the entrance to the mine you just explored. Just follow that and you'll be home in no time. Yeah, I don't know if they even make 6 gig graphics cards anymore. I mean, they're probably going to start again. Down this way? I think it's this way. Yeah, this way. I just want a decent PC, not the best, but good enough. I mean, that's what I have. That's what my PC is. Not the best, but good enough. And bear in mind, I built my PC in what, 2017, 2018? Wow, I built my PC a while ago. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. This way? Going for specifics is tricky since all I know is that you just can't put a graphics card in. There's compatibility to keep in mind. If you can find an 8 gig, I'll go for it. But even with all the help folks are willing to give, I can only do so much. No, for the most part, you should be able to stick a graphics card in your PC just fine. What you're really looking out for is you obviously don't want to do anything that's too weak because it's kind of like a waste, but you don't need anything too strong. Because if you have, let's say you've got like an integrated CPU, integrated graphics CPU, or just an older CPU, right? Let's go back to like a 3700, right? Or like a AMD 3700. And then you go and you put the biggest, newest graphics card in there. You're going to create a bottleneck. That's what you're trying to avoid. You're trying to avoid a bottleneck. You're trying to avoid a graphics card that's so powerful that your CPU can't handle it, or the other way around. You also don't want a CPU that's so strong, and then when you pair it with your 1080, you're stuck. Like you're not going to get any real benefit out of it. You're mostly looking for complementary devices. You're mostly looking for something that is kind of on the same level so that you get better performance out of them. Yeah, that's the real issue there. Also, compatibility literally with your physical case. If you have a small case, you can't go out and buy, I don't know even what the high-end graphics cards are now, but you don't want to get like a big giant 3-slot graphics card when you're using a really small PC. It just physically won't fit into your system. I also, I know getting a graphics card also comes with buying a new power supply. Not necessarily. I didn't buy a new power supply when I bought my graphics card. I bought a graphics card that had a similar power draw, so I didn't have to buy a new power supply. Dun, dun, dun. So where am I going? I'm going to Hyrule Castle now. Going to Hyrule Castle. The new leadership starts just like Microsoft. Just like Microsoft has now patented a system to have an AI helper that can play your games for you. The compatibility is also based on demand on power and clock speed on your graphics card. Overclock your card, you break it. Underclock it, the output will not make sense. Depends on card how much you get power it needs. Yeah, just like Sony. Yeah, so you can look up your current graphics card. I mean, you don't have a graphics card right now if you're using integrated graphics. So look at your power draw of your... Mostly you want to look at your power draw of your CPU and your graphics card. Everything else is sort of... Like, it's there, but it's not as important. Unless you're running 20 fans in your system. So you want to look at your... What I usually do, I don't know if this is correct or not. What I usually do is aim for about 60-70%. So if my power draw is 300, you know, with my graphics card and with my CPU, if my power draw is about 300, I'd probably get a GPU that's somewhere between 500 and 600 watts, just because you also don't want anything that's overly powerful. You don't want underpowered, you don't want overpowered. I'm sorry, Octorock, I didn't mean to knock you in the water. Who is the guy that has the bigger wallet? I think he's here. iCore 7, AMD 4 CPU for standard gaming. If you want to have like 4K, then go iCore 8. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm an AMD guy. I don't really like paying the Intel tax. I don't think there's a benefit to it, so I prefer that. Oh, wait. So can I do this? They still make 6 gig GPUs. They still make 6 gig GPUs. The NVIDIA 1660 is still going. I'll be taking it to a workshop for proper checking and warranty. Shadow, thank you so much. Rating with a party of 1. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just ran my second run of RE9. Finished it in around 5 hours. You have bigger wallet. There you go. Hold on. And I think it's 100, right? Oh, all right. I have to talk to him. Only 80 rupees. Yes, buy it. Now you can carry more rupees. Should have been able to do that before. I have a Ryzen 5 5600G with Radeon graphics. Yeah, so that's the onboard graphics, 4.2 gig max. Yeah, so you probably want like what I have. You probably want something like a 4060 or like a 60 series. If you're going NVIDIA, you probably want a 60 series card. So I would steer clear of the 50 series cards. So like the 4050 and the 50, like I wouldn't go to any of that stuff. I have a 4060 and my 4060 worked really well. So if that's the sort of range you want to be in, I think that might work. I thought a bigger wallet was a fairy upgrade. Not in this game. In this game, you just buy bigger wallets. So then you don't have money to put in the wallet. Yeah, a 4060 is a budget graphics card. It definitely is. But my 46, there's a 4060 and there's a 4060 Ti. I have the non-Ti, but it's 8 gigs. I believe it's an 8 gig card. And it works really well. It's a beast. I get, I max out frames on game. Like I did what is it called? I was going to say Warhammer. Warframe. I tried it on Warframe and I maxed out the graphics there. I'm also on 1080. That's the other thing, is that I'm a 1080 gamer. 1080p gamer. If you're a 1440p gamer, it'll probably still work for you. If you're a 4K gamer, you're gonna want to go higher. You're gonna want to go 4070 or 4080 for the 40 series. If you stick with that. Talking about Microsoft created Copilot Discord. People started to use the term microslop. Microsoft banned the term. Users not to be ignored began using variations like microslop. Oh, so they like banned the word. See, that's a great use of the word slop. Yeah. PC companies are always going to do that. You're right. All the YouTubers and reviewers and stuff, they're going to start at the 70s. Right? They're going to start at a 4070 and a 4080. When realistically, a 60 works just fine. Stay away from the 50s. The 50s tend to be a bit too budgety, I think. All I want gaming wise is I want a full screen 14 without chopping like a train. I mean, yeah, even a 50 might work for you for that. Cause yeah, you know what I'm forgetting, that you're going from integrated graphics to a graphics card. So even a 50 is going to be an upgrade. It probably just won't be enough of an upgrade to justify the price. You know, if it's like $150 or let's say it's $200 for a 50, like a 40 or a 50/50. I don't know if the 50/50s are out. For another $30, you go up to a 50/60 or a 70, and you're fine, and you're in a good spot there. Yeah, it works great, but it wasn't cheap. Yeah, 50/50 is the budget 50 series card. But for the price difference, it's going to be worth it just for you to get a 50/60. My brother has a 50/50 laptop. Thankfully, I know better than that. But because of that, I just don't know anything to really know. Like going to a car workshop, I can easily be told, "Oh, sir, this transmission on your GPU is busted." Yeah, it's just a lot of numbers. All right, so I have to go to Hyrule Castle. I don't think there's much that I can do here. Oh, wait. Now that I clear that off, I think that guy shows up when I leave the town and come back. even though I don't have any money. Whoop, my bad. Numbers, how about this one? 76. Thank you so much, Trios in the Hunt with a tier 1 subscribe for 76 months. That's a good number. I appreciate that. You know what's also a good number? 3. Because when you have 3s, they're called trios. Aww. 1650, 2050, 3050, 4060. Oh, they didn't do a 4050. All right, I knew they were missing one. They're all the budget NVIDIA cards. Yeah, you might actually do well with a 5050. If you're coming from integrated graphics, you might do well with that. And again, because of content creation, I like NVIDIA's encoder, NVEC. I think that's their encoder. That's why I went with that. I was going to go with the AMD card, and I was like, no, wait, because I do streaming. Like, I stream off of my graphics card. Are you sure I look all right? I never know what to wear to formal occasions. But we also have... Wait, where's the... There it is. So I think it's like... That felt loud. That felt much louder than usual. My Lenovo laptop has a RTX 3050 6 gig. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Yeah, making sure you don't get the wrong information and making sure you don't get the wrong impression. I think that's also pretty accurate. You know, because they're not wrong, right? When they talk about how a 5070 or a 5080 is much better than a 5050, that's not incorrect. But it's also unnecessary information. Like, you don't need that. It's like watching workout videos and they show you all these crazy things when realistically, you know, you do some calisthenics, you lift a few light weights, and you're probably okay. The average person is probably going to be okay from that. Maybe, look, see how that doorway glows? Could that be the door that leads to the sanctuary? Oh, wait, nobody in this castle seems to see it but you and me. Let's go quickly. My Lenovo ThinkPad is an AMD 5. Oh, wait, what's your link? Hold on. I didn't click it. I saw that you put a link. What's this? Hyper Mist? Gundam Apex Legends trailer. Oh, no. Do I have to play Apex again? Because I tried it before and I wasn't vibing with it, but now I got to play Apex? And Lilac, yes, I did see your link up there. Did you see my link over here? Appreciate it. Thankfully, I already know to not trust YouTubers for that, since they usually sell things like I was running a kidney trafficking business level of wealth. AGM, I'll give you a good channel to look at. It's called Random Gaming HD. Let me double check. I think that's it. Random Gaming in HD. Yeah, Random Gaming in HD. Check them out. He does like part reviews and stuff, but he's on a limited budget. He's got a huge following, but he's on a limited budget. So he usually does, like, his video right here. He tried Resident Evil 7 on a PC from 2014. So it's got an i7 4790, and I think he mentioned this was a DDR3 system, but he's playing Resident Evil and he's showing you how well it works. He does a bunch of that stuff. So that's a good channel to follow, and you can go through and you can see that he's usually doing modern type things with older systems. Microsoft are copying Sony's Ghost patent and claiming they patent the same thing like a year later. Microsoft has filed a patent. Oh, this was from, yeah. Microsoft has filed a patent for an AI-assisted Xbox feature. It would let AI or trained or It would let AI or trained human helpers briefly take over your game when you're stuck on a tough part, such as a hard boss or puzzle. They aim to replace pausing the game and searching YouTube tutorials, making games more accessible. There's so much wrong there. I mean, God, there's a lot wrong with that statement. There's a lot in there to unpack and then immediately pack it back up. Link, you mean maybe? I ran into that with my laptop. So I got the 3050 because it's the version they had. But someone was like, "You didn't get the 4060 version?" Like, yeah, the 3050 works fine for me. What do you do? For what you do, the 3050 will punch above its class. You don't have to. I didn't partake in a new Fortnite Rangers recently. Only want 6 gig or 8 because I do plan on jumping into Blender and just 3D animation in general, and also future-proof any spikes coming up. Future-proofing is kind of a weird term too, because I get what they're saying and that you'll be able to have it for longer, but realistically, a lot of these devices are so capable, you're not going to run into a problem. You know, buy a better graphics card so you'll future-proof it. And there's people out there still using the 980. My laptop that I use to record my Gunpla videos is it's like a MSI laptop from 10 or 15 years ago. It's got a 750 in it. And it works fine. It works fine for what I need it to do. This was Sony like a year ago. Yeah. I remember we talked about this. We talked about something like this. Yeah, we talked about that. I'm still on the 1050 Ti. It's lasted me 8 years so far. Yeah, that's why it's you need to upgrade AGM, not because you need something new and modern, but because you're on integrated graphics, and integrated graphics are wildly limiting, especially for content creation. But whatever you get is probably going to work fine. If you were closer, I would have given you my old 980. I got a 980 just sitting on the shelf. Like, who doesn't have a 980 sitting on a shelf? But it was technically last year, but it was only a few months ago. Imagine the old Nintendo power line, but the person you'd call takes over the controls over your phone. Yeah, crazy. Is the stream struggling? Are we having a problem? Yeah, I just dropped frames. Wait. My graphics card heard me talking smack, and now it's dropping frames. It's me. Hang on. What's happening? Why is it? It's running bad, and it's not stopping. Is everything okay? Do I have too many tabs open? Hold on. Let me see if that did it. Why is it? Hello? Why is it doing that? Hold on. What's my... Let me double check something. What's happening that it's running so bad? Hold on. Is it tabs? Do I have tabs open? What happened there? Why is it running so bad? Gonna restart.